All right, I am live apparently. Wow. All right, well, welcome everybody. Oh my goodness, there's Eric Carlson. Can everybody hear me okay? Oh wait, I gotta put my jersey on. Alrighty. This is a live reaction, my friends. I've never done this before, so please bear with me if you haven't seen me on here before. Yep, got the good stuff here. And we got our first viewer. What's up, Tony? Hey, man, thanks for joining. I've never done this before, so bear with me. There we go. Coming at you from Smashville, eh? Tony, are you in Sharks territory, or where are you based out of? So, Sharks are 0-3 to start the season, something that I didn't see coming at all. I knew it would be kind of a slow start. You are a bird? All right, then. Well, your last name is Cardinal with an E at the end, so I suppose so. Yeah, man. It's been a disappointing start for my Sharks so far, but I got good news that Patrick Marleau is coming back to the team, so that will be interesting for sure. I'm excited, although I hope that doesn't take away the time, the ice time that some of our young guys need. So we'll see what happens, but I mean, God, it's going to be pretty amazing seeing Patty just back in teal. So I am looking forward to it to some degree for sure. As for Nashville, they started the season 1-1. I didn't see their second game, but their first game I watched against Minnesota, they looked pretty good. Matt Duchene looked actually very sharp. So certainly, somebody to watch out for in tonight's game. And then I haven't seen who's going to start in net tonight. I actually didn't look at the roster breakdown, but I would assume it would be Rene and Jones for their respective teams. Jones, his statistics certainly don't look good to start the year. Although if you watched his first game against Vegas, he was actually pretty sharp. So I think it's a little too early to judge whether or not the Sharks need to move on from him necessarily. But then again, their backup is Aaron Dell, and his numbers aren't that much better either. So there we go. We got 3 viewers joining the live stream. Hey, guys, welcome. If you haven't already, hit the red subscribe button and hit the thumbs up. And putting out weekly content, and this is my first live stream, so I appreciate you coming along for that. We got 4 viewers in the chat now, and yeah, I'm excited to be here. Let me know if you have questions or anything like that. Hello, we've got Snooja Hockey. Hey, those LA Kings, they've got 2 more goals than the Sharks do, and they've played 2 fewer games, so congratulations, way to go. It's great to see you on here, and always good interacting with fans of other teams, especially when those are rivals. Hey, AJ, what's up? AJ, yes, you are in the chat and you are in the stream, shouting out. Hey, guys, you know what? There would only be one thing that would make this just a skosh better. If you just pardon me for 8 seconds, I'm going to come back with a beverage. All right, there we go. Oh, we even got another viewer in here. That's fantastic. Anyway, I'm going to enjoy a cold one here for this evening. There we go. A little Soma IPA from San Francisco. Cheers to you all out there. Thank you for joining the stream for sure. If you hear any really loud, obnoxious noise in the background, that's because I live right across the street from a train station. So basically, I have learned to survive off of probably 6 hours of sleep a night versus the usual 7 or 8. So yeah, that's always entertaining. Sometimes you just wake up at 4:50 in the morning and you're like, oh my God, why am I 2 hours before my alarm goes off? And then that happens. What's my opinion on Marleau coming back? The Oilers are winning right now. You know, the Oilers, they've actually started out okay. So and they haven't needed McDavid to put up 6 points a night to do that. So that's impressive. So Marleau coming back. Patty Marleau is back in teal. Well, I'm happy to see him back in teal. I will acknowledge that. It'll be so cool to see him, at the games. However, I'm just hoping that doesn't detract from the young guys getting the ice time that they need. So when I think of the Sharks and the troubles they've had early on, I don't fault it because they have these voids in the roster. I think it's more of the actual veterans who aren't playing up to par here. So I've enjoyed what I've seen so far from Leon Bergman, particularly. Daniil Yurtaikin has had moments as well that I've taken note of. And I think Mario Ferraro could actually become a regular in the defensive lineup too. So I'm hoping that Ferraro sticks around, and I hope Marleau's not taking up too much time there. Obviously, Patty's going to add some goal scoring, of course, but when I look at how the Sharks have played recently, even against the Ducks, they looked so slow. So I'm hoping that they can resolve at least some of their structure with Marleau coming in, but that doesn't solve everything, honestly. You've always loved Marleau? Oh, well, even as a Kings fan, I will definitely tip my cap to you there for sure. I personally think if the Sharks didn't start 0-3 on the season, that wouldn't have happened. Probably right. Probably right about that. Yeah, Patty is back in teal. If you hear any squeaky noise in the background, that's also my dog. So there's a reason behind that. Maybe I'll bring Cortana on for a segment. Hey, Cortana. Hey, you want to come here? No, you just feel like being stubborn and playing with your toy? Okay. Well, we'll get Cortana on later as well. She can give us her early impressions from this season for sure. Yeah. So thank you, everybody who's in this live stream. This is my first one, and it's exciting to have you guys here. I hope that I can keep this going throughout the entirety of the game, which should be starting in just a couple of minutes here. We got Predators and Sharks. I decided I would wear a Nashville sweater here. I actually used to really like Nashville when they first started as a franchise. For some reason, this jersey was just too good to be true. I loved the silver in it. We've had a good history with Nashville, actually. I always really like the competitions between them. They're pretty fierce. We've met 3 times in the playoffs, and the Sharks have gotten the best of Nashville all 3 times. But hey, it's something that I would gladly watch again in the postseason for sure. And yeah, there we go. What do I think about Draisaitl? Well, Draisaitl, hey, why not? Why not let him run his own line? I mean, the way things are going right now, maybe it's the system that Tippett's introduced to the team. I don't know. I hope that he doesn't feel like he and McDavid have to just do everything for the team themselves. I haven't watched the Oilers closely, obviously, but it's nice when they can start the season being like, all right, let's have them do their thing separately, and then if things get bad, or if we need to desperately score a goal to pull even with our opponent, then they can put them together. I know that they've been doing that, so there you go. So yeah, whereabouts is everybody based? Where are you guys tuning in from? I'm just out of curiosity, especially now that I'm doing this in the central, or for a game that's in the central time zone. We might have people from other parts of the country, so that's always interesting. So yeah, sound off in the comments. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Hey, Vegas! Oh my goodness! Oh yeah, that's right. You've been commenting on my channel after the first couple of tilts between our teams. Hey, thanks for tuning in. That's awesome of you. And by the way, yeah, you guys look great out there. I was there to watch the second game. I was going to vlog it, and just because Vegas was spanking us, I just was like, no. I have very little entertaining content to put out there unless I were to, I don't know, chug 2 beers at each intermission or something. Edmonton for AJ. Okay, well, it's cool. It's cool finding out where y'all are based because, I get comments from you guys regularly, so that's really neat. You're in Southern California, about 30 minutes from LA. I figured you were local to that area. Nyla, like New York. Sorry, my eyesight isn't very good, unless that's NOLA. But yeah. All right, so starting goaltenders tonight, Martin Jones, look at that stat line, 0-2 with a 4.8 goals against and an 862 save percentage. Thanks, Vegas. Uh, and he's going up against Pecorine. Hey, does anybody here think that Pecorine should be a Hall of Famer? I'm just out of curiosity. I think he's making a case. Obviously, a Stanley Cup would have helped for sure. But when you look at the best goaltenders in the last 10 or 12 years, I think he's got to be at least in the top 3. Oilers got another goal. Okay, wow. They're having a pretty nice evening. That's for sure. And this game is just about underway. I'm not going to be doing the play-by-play as much because I'm not quite as skilled at calling that sort of thing, but I will try to, recap bits and pieces as they occur. Hall of Famer for Rene is a stretch. But if they put him in, you wouldn't complain. Yeah, I'm kind of a similar viewpoint. I think he can make a case. He's not quite up there in wins like Fleury or Lundqvist is, but he is not very far behind. And I think that he's had a few years where he is kind of the standout number 1 goaltender in the league, or at least in that conversation of top 3. So I think, he makes his case there. Do I think Quick belongs in the Hall of Fame? As a Sharks fan, I would actually think that he does. In terms of the consistency of his career, when kind of comparing him against Arena or against Lundqvist, it's maybe not quite there. But again, his playoff performances, I think that would get him in. Especially that first cup run in 2012, 2014, just the way the team turned things around. It's hard for me not to think of that warranting a performance like that. But again, that's kind of my bias. Show the game. Jaden, I can't actually show the game because then I'll be flagged for copyright infringement. And that's something that could actually affect the status of my channel. So I unfortunately can't show that. And I can't really bring you the audio for this either. So obviously there are people out there who will actually stream the game, and do that through other sites, but I can't do that through YouTube. Quick single-handedly won the cup in 2012. He had about 7 or 8 shutouts during that playoff run. Yeah, his goals against average was ridiculous. And the Kings, of course, as an 8 seed did that too. So that's pretty crazy too. Look at that. The Preds got an early scoring chance there. Matt Duchene, Mikael Granlund just couldn't get the shot off from the right part of his stick. So the Sharks kind of dodge a bullet there for sure. Wait, did James Neal have a hat trick tonight? Is that what's happened? Didn't he have two goals the other night? All right. Ooh, Pecorine trying to play the puck there. There's Lukáš for a deal behind the net. Oh, almost had Melker Karlsson out in front there. Okay, yeah. James Neal, yeah, nice start. Wow, and he does have a hat trick. My goodness. I thought that maybe he could get to about the 20 goal mark, maybe 22 goals, but I mean, the way he's starting is pretty remarkable. Then again, I think he had a pretty hot start for Vegas as well, and then he cooled off a little bit later on, and then his jerseys were really cheap, and I actually didn't buy one. But I did get a Vegas jersey at some point, as a lot of you know. So I have a jersey for every NHL team. So there you go. By the way, Exclusive Pro did a great job on my Thrashers jersey. Thanks for the recommendation. Oh, you're welcome. You got a Thrashers jersey. Which one did you end up with? The white one or the blue one or that terrible motocross looking one that was red and white or whatever that one was? That alternate Thrashers one is probably one of the ugliest ones I ever saw. Oh, blue. Oh, my goodness. Lucky you. Awesome. I'm glad to hear that. I actually haven't sent my jerseys in there, but yeah, people say that EPS or Exclusive Pro Sports in the States is the customization option to go with. That's the number one right there. So I hope to one day save up enough to send in a package of my jerseys. I'd like to. I have a blank Carolina Hurricanes, and I would definitely like to put Jacob Slavin on there. I have some other ones. Vegas. At some point, I would get customized. It's a blank right now, but I love their numbers, so it'd be hard not to actually send that one in there too. Oh, hey now. All right. Ooh, Leon Bergman with the puck there. Leon Bergman is a Sharks rookie, number 45. He's from Germany. Brent Burns looking like a forward out there. Played pretty far down into the zone. So Evander Kane is also back for the Sharks. We should definitely point that out too. They are looking a little bit sharper out there right now. They're connecting on their passes, something that usually they're very skilled at. They've been one of the best puck possession teams over the last decade plus. But first 3 games, they looked very out of sync, I will say that. So yeah, Evander Kane had a chance early on, tried to go 5-hole on Rene, but actually Rene was able to tip that into his breadbasket there with the paddle. So nifty net minding from him there. Hey, do you guys have a favorite goalie mask in the NHL? Actually, Pecorino's got a pretty sweet one, I gotta say. Does anybody have a favorite goalie mask? I'm just curious to get people's takes on that. Faceoff is down in the Nashville zone. And a little turnover there, and now Nashville trying to come through the neutral. And the puck's out of play. Yes, they are. I have to go. Yeah, now they're showing the replay of that little scuffle that Kane got into with the ref. And yeah, I mean, I have no way of determining what that should have been. I think the 3 games was sufficient given the circumstances, just because Kane just crossed a line that by the rules you can't cross. He could have gotten teed up for 10, but again, I think with the actions of the ref, I don't think that would have been quite as justified there to give him 10, but that's just me. You got to go. All right, bye, AJ. Thanks for tuning in, bud. Go Oilers. Scott Darling had a killer mask with a flaming phoenix on it. Okay, I can't recall that one, actually. All right, looks like the Sharks are regaining possession back in their zone. And Nashville's they're chasing. All right, let's see. Oh, yeah, the Nashville forecheck seems to be getting to the Sharks here. Yep, still down by the goal line. And Nashville gains possession in the neutral zone. More goals for the Oilers. Indeed. Yeah, so Erik Karlsson is back, and he looks pretty healthy. I mean, he says he is, but so far, I think in terms of his skating and just his confidence, I guess, with the puck in terms of making plays with it and actually taking it himself through the 3 zones, I think he looks fine so far. Now he's a dad. He's got a daughter, so good on him. Of course, he's been through a lot in terms of getting traded and his personal life too. So it's nice to see something good come of it, and for sure. My friend actually saw EK about 2 months ago at a Thai restaurant in the area. So he was my friend was having dinner there, and then he sees Karlsson come in to pick up his takeout order, and he actually got a picture with him. It was pretty awesome. So apparently Carl was a pretty good sport about that. I think the Sharks overpaid just a bit for Karlsson for 8 years. $11 million is a lot for a player with an injury history like that. You can't deny the talent. Yeah, I think that's a fair take as well. I mean, when you look at Burns' contract, he's making $8 million, and Burns. Look, say what you will about his defense, but the guy, he logs ice time. He's always healthy, and he's a workhorse, and he puts up a point a game. So when you compare the two, yeah, I can understand how it looks like they overpaid for Erik. But nonetheless, I mean, the Sharks must be confident that they can keep him healthy and that he can kind of learn how to sort of quarterback the offense or quarterback the power play, over the course of a full season. So, yeah, I mean, it's certainly intriguing. The Sharks with a big free agency signing like that, we haven't seen one quite of that magnitude in a while for us. No. Yeah. All right, guys. So here we go. Oh, Erik Karlsson shot from the point deflected. Didn't quite go on goal. Now we got Evander Kane grinding along the boards there. I'm sorry, I'm not as good with the Nashville players in terms of their numbers and whatnot. I just know that Dante Fabro is out there. I haven't seen him play really before, but apparently they're talking about him quite a lot, especially when comparing his skill set to someone like PK Subban. Who was my favorite enforcer? Okay, so for my team, the Sharks, Douglas Murray. I mean, he wasn't entirely like that goon enforcer. He had his moments, but I mean, just watching him throw some of his big checks and stand up and answer the call for the Sharks, Douglas Murray is certainly up there. He's still with the organization, which is great. He works with the Sharks alumni. Ooh, big shot on goal there from Kevin LeBanc, saved by Rene. So yeah, Dougie Murray was certainly up there. I actually met him this past season at on the concourse there. We were talking about this goal that he thought he scored in the playoffs. It was actually really funny. So yeah, he's up there. I was a big fan of Bugard, rest in peace. I mean, he was probably, I think, the toughest player of that generation. Oh, and Nashville scores. Wow, off a shot from the slot there from Roman Josi, it looks like. And the Predators take the 1-0 lead, 6 minutes, 16 seconds into the contest. The captain gets on the board for the Preds. Just a nice stick side shot there from number 59. So I'm going to look at this replay here. I think that was Sissons who fed that to him. Oh my goodness, just top shelf where Mama hides the cookies. That's a beautiful shot. Tough to stop. Jones, I think, should have probably come out a little bit more there, but nonetheless, beautiful wrister. Beautiful, absolutely. It sucks to see my team get down again in this contest. But, I mean, that is a great-looking goal there. It was contested, I will say, but, I mean, Josi still kind of was able to go in there, create his own space, and find the top shelf there. So, yeah, Derek Bugard was probably one of my favorite enforcers outside of the Sharks. Yep, and for those of you who haven't followed the Sharks so far through these first 3 games, they haven't had the lead in any of these games. They've been behind the whole damn time, unless it was a 0-0 game. They tied it up like one time. Oh no, my stream! No, my feed is not. It's down, or at least it's stalling for a second there. So hopefully that doesn't affect the stream here. For those of you who are sticking around, if you haven't already, hit the big red subscribe button down below for weekly hockey content. Hopefully I can do more live streams like this if this is a hoot and you guys want to see more of this. And of course, I'm putting out videos on oddball topics and jersey unboxings and hockey history. And on the subject of hockey history, I'm working on a video now for the best final seasons that I've seen in the NHL. So, the final years of players' careers, like how well they've done in those. Certainly some household names on that list, but nonetheless some intriguing stories that have come in those players' final seasons. All right, Nashville, again, very aggressive in the Sharks zone there. Trevor Carrick has also been a recent call-up. He gets knocked down, looks like by Arvidsson. Yeah, by Arvidsson. And Nashville regains possession in the neutral zone there. The Sharks trying to get it out of the zone. They do so. Moved up Vlasic, trying to get it deep to get a change there, and he does. Rene playing it from behind the net. And Nashville will turn it back up ice. Long feed. That looks like that connects with Craig Smith. He shoots, and that deflects out of the zone. Boy, it's kind of fun actually trying to take a crack at play-by-play. And speaking of play-by-play, it's actually nice that Randy Hahn for the Sharks is on the national broadcast here. Now, Kane for the Sharks feeding it deep. There's Hurdle. Can't quite get the shot off, though. And it looks like Nashville's going to regain possession here. And a little back and forth here as the Sharks skated back into the Nashville zone. Here's Evander Kane trying to feed somebody coming in from the point, but no dice on that. Now Mario Ferraro for the Sharks. And the Sharks are back in the Nashville zone there. So some decent possession for the Sharks early on in this game. Something that you can't quite say they've done consistently at any point during the first 3 contests. But again, what matters, scoreboard, right? So Nashville still with that 1-0 lead. You love listening to Randy Hahn? Oh, well, excellent. Better than the Kings announcers for sure. Well, I mean, the Kings do have some big shoes to fill for sure with Bob Miller retiring. Ooh, that one almost was a nice deflection there for, it looks like Matt Duchene had thrown a pass toward the Sharks net that nearly got tipped for a shot on goal. Hello, the Extreme Diamond. What's the origin of a name like that? Are you a skier or something like that? I don't know. That's just my first guess. But yeah, now we're at a commercial break. So commercial break. What to talk about at a commercial break? What's up? Yeah. Cool. Thank you for joining the stream. It's cool to see you guys here. Even if you want to just come in, say hi, and then go about your business, I'm just glad to see people popping in saying hello. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah. Should I talk about what commercials are on the stream? No, I'm just joking. Let's see. Yes, I did name my dog Cortana after Halo. Actually, here, let's get a Cortana appearance during the commercial break. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna get some treats for her, and then we'll bring her up on the couch and she can say hello. Okay, 1 sec. Okay, we got the big bag of treats here. Can make it for the game. Oh, wait, you can make it to the game this time. Oh, are you Emily, are you tuning in from Nashville then? If you are, that's awesome. Nashville is a fun place to watch hockey. I got to go to Bridgestone this past season. I really had a great time there. Saw the Preds play the Lightning there. And yeah, without further ado, let's get a guest appearance. Cortana, come up. Come on, shake and bake. Sit. There she is. Okay, there she is. Treat. Good girl. Yeah, so this is Cortana. She is almost 6 years old. And I named her after the character from Halo. A little northwest, but close from Nashville. Very nice, very nice. I do enjoy Nashville. I would like to definitely travel there more and yeah, enjoy some more delicious Tennessee whiskey for sure. Yeah, there she is. Cortana is a Sharks fan for sure. She is the victory. She's my victory puppy. And in moments like these, when the Sharks are losing, she's my therapy puppy. So she keeps me even keel there. Yeah, so when I adopted her, her name was Karma, and I wanted a dog, or at least I wanted to name my dog after a video game character. So the transition from Karma to Cortana was pretty instant. So yeah, it worked out pretty well. There we go. Hey Cortana, are you gonna watch the feed here? No, you're gonna come down. Okay, sweetie. All right. Well, we got to get some goals here, so then I can give Cortana more victory treats. Karma is your cat's name. Oh, no way. You don't say. Very cool. Looks like we got 6 people in the stream here, and we got some new faces. So thanks for coming aboard, everybody. This is my first live stream, so let's see what happens. I'm totally new to this, but I'm very excited to give this a try, and hopefully I can stick it out through this entire game. If you can, that's amazing. If not, it's great having you here in the first place. So thanks for coming aboard. And for those of you who are new to my channel, feel free to hit the big red subscribe button down below because I put out weekly content on oddball topics, hockey history, jersey unboxings, and more. Sometimes some Sharks vlogging too. So I go to Sharks games as well. Aw, well, thank you. Yes, she's a sweetheart. I should stream more often. I hope so. Actually, this is something that I wanted to get into more. I enjoy the live streams that I watch out there from other YouTube channels. And I mean, I should definitely acknowledge that I was definitely inspired to start YouTubing because of some of the other channels that I watch out there. So other people here might watch The Hockey Guy or Hands Down Hockey or Gravity, with Nathan. So yeah, absolutely. I love tuning in for Nathan's streams. His game streams are so much fun. So yeah, of course. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate the vote of confidence there. But yeah, I thought, why don't I do this for myself? Throw on the Sharks games, maybe do another game here and there if there's something else that's worth watching. And what's really cool about doing this is that I've got people coming from other parts of the country or other parts of the continent. So very, very fun to engage with all of you. All right. So now back to the action here. Here Here come the Sharks. Oh, and a turnover from Kevin LeBanc. Sorry, Kevin, this is not Game 7 against Vegas. Okay. And we're a little bit over halfway through the period here. I love watching the hockey guy. Me too, sportsman. The hockey guy, he's an amazing story. Absolutely amazing story in terms of just how he took something that was just a little hobby or, just an activity, something that kept him engaged on the side. And then, he was able to make it his full-time job and just, what he contributes for people coming to YouTube and people who love this sport and the culture behind it for sure. Wow, it looks like we got a lot of people now coming in, newcomers. Why do I have a Nashville jersey? Oh, hey, Louis. Well, I just want to make a sincere effort to show that I appreciate in some way, shape, or form all NHL teams. So, yep, I decided to put on my Preds jersey here. I got the teal here, so we're all taken care of, definitely. Yeah, so I just want to show that people cheering for both teams or cheering for all teams are, of course, welcome on the stream. Although, yes, I have my bias. I will let my colors show once in a while for sure. Hey, girl. Look at this VGK guy. And, on that subject, Louis is awesome because he is trying to reintroduce the fun, the culture, the fun side of Smack Talk, and actually making that engaging and entertaining, and actually a way of meeting new people who cheer for the other team and having positive interactions with them. So that is effing cool, I think. Of course, it's a little difficult to when you're swallowing a pill that's the size of a hockey puck after the first 2 games of the season, but I'm sure it goes both ways eventually, right? Oh yeah, Louis, you're going to the game tonight, right? Hey, girl. See, this right here. This is we call this the friendship paw. This is just her begging for treats. Yep. You see the head cock when I say that. So she's saying like, "Hey, I'm being a good girl, right?" Of course, you're being a good girl, Cortana. That's why you get all the love here. Yeah. Oh. By the way, guys, everyone's being super cool and respectful here, and I sincerely appreciate that. I don't actually have any moderators here, so I might get a comment from time to time. Yeah, just keep it classy. I don't have any concerns that we have any bad apples here. Y'all are great on my part. So yeah. All right, about 8 minutes left, and still a 1-0 game. So. Oh, that was a borderline trip, but I don't think they're going to call that. I think he stumbled on his own. Here's a breakaway from Nashville, the shot, and a save by Jones. Whew. They come eventually. You're right. That's true. Yep. They always come out. Everybody's got every team has their share of jabroni fans. I know it. I've seen it, and I try to stay away from it. Yep. Go Sharks. Yes, indeed. Go Sharks. Indeed. But not there, because this is another open net for Nashville, essentially, and a save by Jones. Very nice positioning. He came out. He saw the turnover right there. Very confident in the net there. So not bad. Not bad, Jonesy. Hey. So, yeah, there we go. And that on the breakaway there was 23. So that's what, Salamaki, right? Or Grimaldi. I'm sorry if I'm not getting these entirely correct. Vaughn, hey, what's up, buddy? Thanks for joining. Good to see you on here. Go Sharks. I hate to say it, but I don't think the Sharks can win a cup with Jones in net. I mean, that's a fair point. His numbers, of course, are ghastly, and in the first 5 minutes, he's just like, the Sharks basically spot their opponents at least one goal to start the game. I mean, that's kind of how it goes. I don't fault Jones for all of it, but I mean, I certainly understand that he's a part of the problem. I don't think he is the problem necessarily, but he he's a little bit of a liability, especially initially in the games. However, in that Vegas game, I think that he made tons of big saves that kind of kept the Sharks, in it to a degree. So just my take there. Which sucks because I want to see Burns, Thornton, and Marlowe get. Oh my goodness, that's too kind of you to say that. Yeah, I mean, you're probably right. Honestly, I mean, I think that I think the Sharks are one of those teams that they don't need to have 105 points. They just need to get in, and then I think they can make some noise. Like when they went to the Cup Finals back in 2016, they were totally off the radar to actually make the Cup. Playing against the Kings in the first round because the Kings had reverse swept them, and it was an even year, and so the Kings kind of looked like the better team there. And then the Blues were actually favored against the Sharks then. So San Jose actually performed well above par in that sense. Had a really good 7-game series against Nashville, by the way. That's one of my favorite playoff series I've seen. Burns the liability on defense. He's a giveaway machine. However, he does take away the puck a lot too. If you look at his statistics this past season, he set a record for takeaways, or not a record. He set a personal record for takeaways, and I think somewhere in the media, don't quote me on this, but he led the league in block passes. Again, that probably speaks to the style of defense that he plays. Sharks not off to the start they wanted to, that's for sure. Kings fan, always respect. Yep. Always nice to see something like that. Hey, one of my favorite players of all time is Luc Robitaille. So there you go. Not to mention, I mean, I respect Rob Blake. He wore the teal. Daryl Sutter did a great job coaching them for a number of years there too. So, and I mean, I kind of echo that across sports. I cheer for my teams in baseball and in football. And there are oh my goodness, that was a huge hit in the neutral zone there. Who threw that? Yeah, but nonetheless, there's a fight. Oh, hell yeah. That's not Sorensen, is it? No. That's Trevor Carrick, rookie Trevor Carrick, taking it to 51 on Nashville. Wilson, I don't know who that is. I'm sorry if I don't know the Wilson. Oh my God, Trevor Carrick jumping up into the fight, trying to compete for a roster spot. I liked seeing that. Trevor Carrick was called up in the 3rd game of this season because the Sharks are just losing their 6th defenseman every game, it seems. Wow, we have lots of comments, a lot of new faces in here. Thanks for joining, everybody. If you haven't already, hit the big red subscribe button down below and the thumbs up. And join me for weekly hockey content. Live streams, hopefully, is something I can continue. And that's kind of nice to see Trevor Carrick answer the bell there and try to give the Sharks a little bit more, I guess, kind of they need a little bit more of an edge, at least in the span of 60 minutes. So I kind of like seeing that from Carrick. I also like his hair too. He's got some pretty sweet flow. I myself, I mean, at least among the male YouTubers out there, I try to differentiate myself in my content, and I try to differentiate myself, by definitely taking care of the main. That's why you come here, because you're here for the main event. So I definitely appreciate good hockey flow and want to make sure that I replicate that as well, for sure. Can't wait to see the Sharks play hockey once again. So you're probably going to be coming out to a game at some point, I imagine. And I hope so. Of course, I missed the fight. Favorite player on each team. Okay. So favorite player on Nashville. I like Forsberg. I just love his circus goals that he scores. I mean, some people like Arvidsson more just because of what he can do on the breakaways there. So yeah, I mean, like, those guys are very entertaining to watch. Absolutely. I was also a big Ryan Ellis fan for a while there. I actually have a Nashville jersey with Ellis on the back. One sec, I'll actually get that. There we go. See? There's Ryan Ellis right there. This is my Lone Fanatics jersey. I got this because I found a good deal on it, and I went to a Preds game last year, so I picked this up from Dick's Sporting Goods just before I went over there. So yeah, it's fun to have some of the yellow in there too. I know a lot of people don't like these jerseys. I think they look better in person. The logo looks pretty nice there too. And I mean, it's cool that they're doing something different, right? They've got this yellow jersey. They got the really cool collar right there. I like how they have Nashville on the back. I like the guitar pick, especially because it says NP, same initials as me, so that's pretty badass. There we go. We'll put that guy there. And on the Sharks, I mean, my favorite player kind of bounces around here and there. I mean, like Timo is kind of becoming my favorite. Couture, I mean, how do you not love Couture just based on how he plays in the playoffs? That's fine. That's fine. Hi, Dad. Sub to me. What? Hey, bro. Team EYP9. Just don't spam. All right. That's all I gotta say. Yeah. Let's see. Favorite Sharks player of all time is Joe Pavelski. You could say he's the best captain that the Sharks have ever had. That's for sure. He's the all-time franchise goal scorer among right-handed players. And yeah, so there you go. Bye-bye. Thanks for joining. Hurdle is a guy I like on the Sharks. Oh, yeah. I mean, he's a beast. He's an absolute beast with the puck in that he's hard to knock off the puck. He also forces turnovers. He's a great player, and he can score shorthanded goals pretty well too. Let's see. I used to be. Oh yeah, Donskoy. Yeah, Donskoy, kind of a shifty player, smaller to a degree. Scored the biggest goal in Sharks history. It's kind of sad to see him go, but he wasn't a consistent performer out there. He did some good things defensively, I will say that, but in terms of his productivity, it wasn't quite there for him. So I do understand why the Sharks decided not to extend a generous offer to him. I frankly think the Avs kind of overpaid for him. But hey, in his first game, he scored 2 goals. So kudos to him. Plus, he's a really good community figure as well. So I like Donskoy. And yeah, I'm wishing him the best. Obviously, the Avalanche are going to be even more exciting to watch because of him. Hey, yo, King Angus. Hey, buddy. Thanks for joining. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Donskoy always had that sort of energy, that sort of jump. Absolutely. No doubt about that. Marleau is back. Yes. Can you believe it? Buddy is back in teal. Wow. I can't wait to see him in the first game that I go to, which will be on October 19th against Buffalo. So looking forward to that. Yeah. So Patty, I mean, I hope that he is in shape as much as he normally is, because the guy's an Iron Man. Certainly. I don't know what kind of or where he's going to get slotted. That will be interesting. What line he'll play on, how much time he'll get on the power play. That's all going to be very interesting there. Looks like the Sharks have had some turnovers this game. That's for sure. They might as well be called the San Jose Bakers because they like a lot of turnovers. Yeah. Anyway, still 1-0, guys. I haven't actually been watching the game as much because you guys have been so lively in the chat, and I love it. I absolutely love it. Thanks for everybody who's joined. We've got 9 people on here right now, so that's pretty cool. And thanks for all the thumbs up. I certainly appreciate that. And that's always a vote of confidence as to maybe possibly wait, is that for me? Is that for me? Do I hate Vegas? Well, I can't say if I hate Vegas or not, because I haven't been to Vegas since I was 10 years old. So I can't really quite say that. Oh, well, I mean, you got to look back to one of my videos that I created earlier where I rank my teams from favorite to least favorite. So it's not that I hate the Vegas Golden Knights. It's just that they're my least favorite right now. So that's all I got to say there. However, like if the Kings were the Sharks, nemesis next year like they normally are, it's like, all right, like then it becomes the Kings. So there you go. Well, all I can say is, when I'm talking to like a Kings fan, I could be like, hey, we can at least agree on one thing. We don't like Vegas. Or if I talk to the Vegas fans, I could be like, hey, we agree on one thing. We don't like the Kings. So there you go. And hey, they're going to be, they're going to be fans, or they're going to be players, or whatever, who don't like my team. Hey, that's just how it goes. That's what makes sports even more intense and competitive, and actually brings a lot of fans together too. Okay, so Nashville is on the power play, something that they struggled with. They were almost historically bad last season, finishing dead last in the NHL. I didn't see what the penalty was for, though. We'll see if Matt Duchene has anything to do about this. I was looking at his numbers just from last year. He's not like a specific power play specialist, at least as far as I could tell. Of course, watch, he'll probably set up a goal here. Okay, they're working the point, and the shot doesn't quite get through, and the Sharks are going to clear it out. Timo Meier poking that through. Gotta love Timo Meier, the pride of Switzerland there. I hate the Kings and the Penguins and the Knights. Yeah, I mean, most Sharks fans, if they were to list three teams, it's probably those three. If not, the Ducks would get in there too. Penguins, just because they knocked us out. That's the case for most folks. They beat us in the Stanley Cup Finals, but yeah, I don't hate the Penguins quite as much as I used to. The team the Sharks used to really hate, and I miss this rivalry, is the Stars. We used to hate the Dallas Stars when they were in our division, and there were many heated contests between them. Oh, so that's how you feel. Oh, all right. Like I said, you can disagree with each other's opinions as long as you don't disrespect. That's my policy. Okay, so Nashville, with just about a minute left, they are working it around the goal line, and the Sharks trying to get it clear there, but Nashville is able to keep it into the point, and that puck is that was a very that was highly deflected there. Nashville trying to regroup here. The Sharks probably got some new personnel over the boards. All right, thanks for joining, man. And thanks for everybody who's joined in here. I certainly appreciate it. It's nice to say hi to familiar faces and meet some new folks along the way as well. Ducks, Vegas, and Chicago are the teams you can't stand. Okay. So Chicago for Kings. Well, actually, yeah, the Kings and the Hawks met a couple times in the playoffs a few years ago, right? I actually lived in Chicago in 2010 when they won the Stanley Cup. Which was really unfortunate because I was the only person in like that whole city who was cheering for the Sharks. I felt very lonely when they played the conference finals. Okay, so Nashville coming in. No, the Sharks answered defensively, and it looks like this penalty is just about over. We should be at even strength right about now. Yep, looks like we are. Just under 2 minutes here in the first period. And then, of course, we'll have an intermission, and Sharks, I mean, this is probably kind of sad to say, but this is probably the best period they've played so far in the regular season here. Okay, Kane feeding it. Oh, couldn't quite get it through to the center of the ice there. All right, enjoy the game, Louie. Have a fun time, man. Hope Cody Glass scores a goal for you. Thank you. Put on a Sharks jersey. I'll go. Come on now. All right, under a minute here. Hasn't really been a high danger chance in a little while. Duchesne trying to center the puck, intercepted by Marc-Edouard Vlasic. The Sharks take it into the Nashville zone. And there's another deflected. Oh, my goodness. This almost turned into a breakaway. Forsberg wasn't at the end of the shift. And then, oh, my goodness. I cannot believe what I just saw. Was that Duchesne? Was that Duchesne who nearly picked it up and roofed it top corner? Oh, my goodness. Wow. Well, the Sharks are lucky they're not going to the dressing room down 2 goals. All right, 10 seconds now, and Burns looking to clear Nashville with one more chance, it looks like, and Jones makes the stop there, and that's going to do it for period number 1. My favorite Sharks player today is definitely Hertl. He's a beast, and he's very fun to watch. Yeah, Hertl is a pretty complete player, and he's done a nice job adjusting to center. He's still pretty good on the faceoffs, and he's a pretty good utility player as well. I used to hate the Blackhawks so much, but now they're moving up to Twisted Wrist or Rocks. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that, and welcome to the stream. It is delightful to have you here for sure. All right, so yeah, that's the end of the first period. Nashville with a 1-0 lead on a goal from Roman Josi, the captain. So beautiful shot we saw there. And now I can actually catch up with some highlights from around the league once the intermission live begins. Yes, greetings. Ciao. Thank you for joining. Oh, cool hat. Thank you. I do not have a Nashville hat, so I decided to wear the jersey and then, of course, wear some teal as well. Ugly jersey? Yeah, I mean, by today's standards, it's kind of it is kind of funky looking. Like you don't see too many designs like this right now. I mean, like Ottawa and the Capitals have kind of weird striping like this. Hey, when I was a kid, I thought this was super cool, so I had to collect it for nostalgia purposes. That's right. Yeah, of course, we've talked about it a couple times already. Patrick Marleau is back in teal, number 12. I hope he can at least solve some of the problems we've had, but I don't think that he's going to necessarily make that difference necessarily. If he can solidify a line, sure. If he can play like the Iron Man he is, that's all great too. But the Sharks, they need more than just one person to solve the problems that have been happening early on. It's ugly because it's not real. What? What's not real? Not real teal? I see. Okay. Hey, the most unique and lovely color of all the NHL teams is deep Pacific teal. Don't at me. It's got to be deep Pacific teal. Should the Sharks rebuild? Well, it's really hard for them to rebuild because they have so much money tied up in these veterans long term. You look at guys who are signed at least for the next 6 years, right? Or 5 years even, and how old they're going to be through that that duration, right? Brent Burns signed all the way until he's 40. Vlasic signed all the way till he's 37. So that's another 6 years. Evander Kane, he's signed for another 6 years, or this is the second of 7 years for him. Martin Jones, I think, has 4 years after this. Logan Couture has like 6 years after this. Erik Karlsson, obviously, is for 8 years in the offseason. So, I mean, dude, that's a lot of money tied up long term, and it's going to be hard to unload some of that because that AAV for some of these players, that might actually be dipping fast this year. I mean, you look at Vlasic, he's already -5. I don't know about that last goal, but that's not good to see. Brent Burns, yeah, can he be a point per game player in his late 30s? I don't know about that. Yeah, so it's going to be hard for the Sharks to rebuild. And right now their prospect system is not great. They do have some good late round talent that we think could develop into, could actually fill NHL roster spots in the next couple of years. But that's to support productivity from the veterans. So we're still going to be counting on the veterans to kind of carry the way for us here. So things could get pretty ugly for the Sharks. I mean, granted, these guys are talented players right now, but I mean, this is not translating into the results that we expected, at least not early on. So the rebuild is something that might be hard to come by, honestly. A lot of buyouts, maybe. I mean, I don't want to see it, obviously, but at some point, Doug Wilson has got to realize that he's got some old horses that he needs to retire, essentially. Maybe Marleau can help the young players develop. Well, that's a good point. What I had mentioned earlier was that I hope Marleau isn't taking time away from the ice time that some of these young players should be getting. So when I think of the spots that Marleau can maybe occupy, I'm thinking more of the. Now, I'm sorry, this might be you might not agree with me, but I'm thinking that Marleau could kind of replace what you would see from Dylan Gambrell getting slotted into the lineup, or possibly Melker Karlsson or Barclay Goodrow. I'm not saying those guys aren't good players because they do have their utilities. Absolutely. Barclay Goodrow, very good at faceoffs and penalty killing. Melker Karlsson, very good at penalty killing. But with Marleau, obviously, we're going to need to score some goals. We've scored a grand total of 3 goals in 13 periods. So that's not working out so hot now, is it? So I still, though, I like the play that I've seen early on from Leon Bergman. I mean, Daniil Yurtaikin, another rookie for the Sharks who's showed moments of maturity, I think, with the puck. But nonetheless, Patty, he'll gel with some of the players on the ice. He'll gel with his line mates if he's put on a line with guys he's played with before for a number of years. So there you go. Got to salvage the season. Well, Oh, what am I drinking? I am drinking a whoop. This is a Soma IPA from San Francisco. This is all I have in the fridge right now. I do enjoy my delicious brews. I'm more of a porters and stouts kind of person. And here in the Bay Area, it's still pretty warm during early October here. I hope it cools down ASAP, though. Yes. Yes, they are quite good. I have a few favorites as well, from California or from other parts of the country as well. But yeah, porters and stouts are usually my jam for sure. Yeah, let's see. I'm sorry if there was something I didn't get to earlier in the comments. There we go. Okay. Oh, cool. Awesome to see somebody from San Jose tuning in, of course. Should be cool here tomorrow where I live. Oh, where are you coming from, Mr. Von Hook? And kind of depends on what cool is to you as well. Because here in the Bay Area, our winters are cool, even though they would be cool to people in other parts of the country. Whereas, we wake up in the morning and it's basically it could get as cold as freezing, sometimes even colder, and we're just like, personally, I think that feels good. But yeah. Oh, you're not from SJ, yeah. But yeah, I mean, here in the Bay Area, it's weird for other people in the country. Like we're on the coast or very close to the coast, but still, it can still be 90 degrees or sometimes even hotter, like in the early fall. Oh, good question. So Waynesy, okay, I want to make sure I was pronouncing that. Waynesy, how are you now? So Waynesy, that rink at the beginning is actually where I work. So there's a little roller hockey court. I'm here in Mountain View, California, so it's only a couple miles away. So yeah, I went out there with my camera and filmed the intro there, and I go out there once in a while and shoot around. So that's pretty cool. Oh, you're from Modesto? Okay, cool. So you're like an hour or like 2 hours away. I want it to freeze outside. I want it to freeze outside too. Damn it. We need some pond hockey in some parts of the country. We need some, some of that good crisp air. When you go outside for the first time that year and you breathe and you can see your breath and it's nice and crisp. You smell that air coming from the mountains. I mean, at least that's what I would hope for. So yeah, you know what I would love to see though? Right now, they should do this right now while the rivalry is hot. I think that somehow there should be an outdoor game in Reno, Nevada, between the Golden Knights and the Sharks. That would be perfect because Reno is kind of a middle ground between the two areas. It's not a huge region, but it's not a huge metro area. But that would attract so many people from Lake Tahoe nearby. That would be such an awesome place for an outdoor game. What do you guys think? Seriously, if the Sharks could play an outdoor game, that's exactly what I would want to see right there. Have I ever seen a Sasquatch out there in California? Not so much. I mean, there might be sightings upstate more for sure. Like Redding, maybe. Well, maybe not Redding so much, but kind of in the woods between Redding and the California coast. Then again, Sam Squatch, I don't know. Maybe he goes over there for I don't know, to get his meth fix or something like that. Or Fresno for an outdoor game. Do I play inline? I just skate around myself. I'll play with a friend once in a while. I mean, I'm I'm no good. I'm garbage. I have a decent wrister, not quite a twisted wrister, but we're getting there. But yeah, I mean, I'm close enough to that court, so I go out there once in a while. It's pretty fun. I'd like to actually learn how to play like a little bit more structured inline. That'd be pretty fun. Every time you watch the Sharks, Burnsy. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Burnsy is probably as Sasquatch as you get, or at least a Wookiee at the very least. We should play together. Well, there we go. I could use some help with my I guess with my probably, I don't really say edge work so much because it's inline skates, but nonetheless, I might need some help out there for sure. Mount Shasta has lots of Bigfoot. Okay. There are some really weird ghost stories with Mount Shasta. Yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful area. Just don't go in August because it's going to be 110 degrees. Yeah, I mean, San Jose has a decent inline hockey scene for sure. Only once has the Bay Area really churned out an NHL player. That was Matt Tennyson. But nonetheless, yeah, it's a nice place to play inline. Plenty of opportunities to play that outside pretty much year round because it doesn't rain that much out here either. Let's see. I'm trying to make sure there wasn't anything I missed. Thanks to everybody who's joined the chat. I haven't said this in a few minutes, but this is the first time I've done a live stream. And coming at you here from Sharks territory and excited to make your acquaintance, my friend. Hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't already and want to enjoy weekly content covering oddball topics and jersey unboxings and hockey history. And we're coming at you from first intermission here. Looks like the Winnipeg Jets actually are getting the best of the Pittsburgh Penguins, although that was a close call from Matt Murray. My goodness. Oh, hey, Nick. Thanks for joining, bud. What are your impressions of your Hawks so far? Of course, the Blackhawks squared off against the Philadelphia Flyers in Prague recently. And although I didn't go to that game, I have actually been to a hockey game in Prague. Give me 20 seconds. I'll be right back. 20 seconds. Yeah, so here we go. So yeah, of course, yeah, I didn't watch the game that the Flyers and Blackhawks played in Prague. However, I can say that Prague is a fantastic place for hockey. I was there during the time I was in Denmark for a semester abroad. So I actually went to Prague for a few days with my buddies, and we went to a hockey game out there. Oh, wow, that was a really loud train. So we saw HC Sparta. So HC Sparta played against Slavia. Both teams are Prague-based. And yeah, it was such a freaking fun game. It's just like taking a European soccer match and downsizing it to about 10,000 people and putting it indoors. And I mean, you've got supporters on both sides, like hooligans essentially, except nothing bad happened. And they're just like chanting the whole time. They've got the tifo, so they got the signs and the banners that they unravel and everything. Oh man, it was dope. And then the riot police showed up at the subway afterwards, and I was afraid that I would get beaten with a nightstick, but fortunately I made it out just fine. All right. Let's see. Please do this every game. I'm in Vegas. It's rough. Oh, hey, Kay. Thanks for joining. Glad to see you on here. Do this every game. Wow. That's a little lofty, but the way things are going right now, I certainly want to do more live streams. It's really nice doing this because this is kind of a good time because there are still people on the East Coast that can tune in as well because, this is not like a game that starts at 7:30 our time, 10:30 out there. So yeah, Sharks should play in an outdoor at AT&T Park. That would be awesome. Absolutely. And I'd do anything to go to that one and get good seats. I went to the one a few years ago at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. That was so disappointing. And I mean, it's weird being so far away from the ice there. So I'd probably throw down, I'd probably throw down the big bucks to get a good seat for that one. Well, with one game played so far. Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah, they only played one game, so it's kind of hard to. Yeah, guys were hurt. Yeah, I mean, you can't really respond to my question there in that like you can't really judge that team based on one game, especially because they have so many new parts, to the roster that came in the offseason, like Calvin DeHaan, Oli Mata, and whatnot. And it's sad to see Dominic Cahoon go because I like the season he put up last year. Nonetheless, I think Chicago has the potential to definitely make it interesting in the Central Division to get into a wild card spot there. Yes. I will live streaming on Thursday for the Blackhawks versus Sharks game. Oh, no way. Okay, very cool. So for those of you in the chat, check out Nick's channel. So Nick is going to do a live stream. He's a Blackhawks fan out in, I can't recall if you're technically in Illinois, if you're just over the border from Missouri. But yeah, check out Nick's channel. He's a big Blackhawks fan and puts out a lot of content on that team. Goes really into depth with this stuff. And yeah, I think you're the only Hawks channel I subscribe to right now. But anyway, awesome. I will try to tune in. Wait, I don't know if I can tune in for that. I might join at least for a bit. But yeah, I do have something going on a little bit later in that evening. My Game 7 vlog was sweet. I went to Game 7 versus the Avs. Oh, cool. Thank you. Yeah, I unfortunately, yeah, you're good. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I unfortunately didn't go to Game 7 against the Avs, but man, I mean, you must have been kind of shaking in your boots when you saw that tying goal and then it got called back. I mean, that was crazy. The Sharks, they lucked out a couple times. Now, I have to say they didn't have calls go against them. If you're a Sharks fan, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Nonetheless, I mean, we cashed in when we had the opportunity. That's kind of how I break that down. Oh, yeah, you are in Illinois. Okay, gotcha. So at one point, you lived in Illinois and I lived in Illinois. And then I saw the Hawks win a Stanley Cup in 2010, beating my Sharks in the process, and I vacated. But yeah, got an Alex DeBrincat autograph, global series. That's sweet. Did you have to order that from the Fanatics shop, or how did you get that? Nonetheless, that's pretty cool to have a commemorative puck from something like that. Cool. It's awesome seeing so many folks tuning in for the stream here. And we're almost ready for period number 2. There's Jumbo Joe Thornton on the bench there. He's already got his playoff beard fully grown pretty much. He is one of 2 first overall picks to play at age 40. The other one being Mike Modano. 60 players in the NHL this season were born after his NHL debut in 1997. When Jumbo started, when he played his first game in the NHL, I was in the 4th grade. I was 9 years old. That's crazy. Fanatics was selling them for $40. Okay, I mean, that's a fair deal. I mean, especially if it's DeBrincat. I mean, that's a really good player, commemorative puck, guy who might contend for the Rocket Richard this year. Let's see. Starting, okay, cool. Well, hey, of course, if you have to drop off to, watch your team or, take care of something else, I'm just happy that you stopped by in the first place. Me. Oh, hey, Evan. What's up, buddy? Congratulations to you guys for winning your first game of the season. That's for sure. Did you, Evan, did you see my really last minute season predictions video? All right, Ferraro, come on, buddy. Ferraro, you got to put that a little bit. Oh, actually, no. That was a nice breakout from the rookie defenseman. PRB, yes. Yes. Mm-hmm. Are you happy Patrick Marleau's back with the Sharks? I am glad he's back. My heart feels whole. It's like, oh, that's what we needed. I mean, that's what my heart says. My head says, yeah, but we're just adding a 40-year-old player in there who doesn't have the speed he used to have, who's taking some time away from the rookies potentially. So there are pros and cons to this. I like to, be a little bit more glass half full, especially this early in the season. So I'm hoping that this translates into results. Nonetheless, when I see Patty back out there, I'm going to be hooting and hollering from section 226 for sure. Okay, let's see if the Sharks can actually dictate the pace of play here. Here they go. Odd man rush. Timo Meier shoots. Oh, and a pad save by Pecorino. Oh, nice save. And a good shot from Timo. He hasn't gotten too many good looks to start the season here. Jumbo Joe. Look, I mean, we love Jumbo Joe, but man, he is not looking that sharp to start the year. His passes are just. All right, here's Bonino. Behind the Sharks net. There they come. All right, Rodil skating in for the Sharks. Backhander glove save by the big cat, Rene. Patrick Marleau looks strange in a Leaf uni. You know, as somebody who kind of already likes the Leafs, I mean, it felt right. If he was to go anywhere else, I think it felt right for him to go to the Eastern Conference, of course. And with Toronto, being Canadian, like that seemed right to me. And I got to see him when he came back to the Shark Tank for his first game as a Leaf. That was it was quite the ovation that we gave him and whatnot. So that was really cool. But yeah, I mean, he had a pretty good first year. Second year, not as much. Still somewhat productive for his age, of course. But yeah, just not really playing the style of hockey that the Leafs are trying to succeed with. So yeah, kind of my take there. It's amazing because like his family moved back to this area so quickly. It was crazy. I think he sold his home in Toronto. I ate a burger today. It tasted good. I went to play basketball with you played basketball with somebody named Joe Thornton. I mean, I'm sure you can, if you're in Philly, I don't know. I'm sure there are plenty of Joe Thorntons in a big metro area like Philly. That is a great question. If the Sharks aren't in playoff contention, will they trade Joe Thornton? That is a great question. I mean, this is kind of weird. And please let me know in the comments below what you think. But I don't know if Joe would want to get traded, honestly. I don't know. I mean, obviously he's very rooted to this area. He's always said, I'm a Shark. I want to play as a Shark. Like, that's it. Like, no speculation if he's going to entertain offers from other teams in the offseason. So I don't know if Joe would do that, actually. I mean, if he wanted to go play somewhere else, if the Sharks weren't going to make the playoffs and make a run for it, I don't fault him. I don't. Could I see Joe saying, yeah, I want to go to Vegas and play for a cup? I could, honestly. And I mean, like, I don't fault him for that. I mean, he's done enough for this franchise, and if he went to a number of teams, I would cheer for him. So, I mean, Jumbo, you got to do you at the end of the day. So now the Sharks are going to get a power play for the first time this game. They are 0 for 14 on the season. They've looked atrocious. And I hope that they can just, as soon as the opportunity presents itself, they don't just like play patty cake with the puck and just put the damn thing on net. You think Joe would want to retire in San Jose and get traded? So like get traded, play out the season, and then retire as a San Jose Shark and stay here probably. Justin Braun stole him from us. Hey, I will gladly take a second rounder. I remember there was like another channel out there that was talking about the rumors at the time of Braun being traded. And they said, yeah, maybe the Sharks would get a third rounder for him. And I was like, Dougie Wilson, he's a smart guy. He might be able to pull a second for him. So I think that was a good deal. I mean, Braun only had that 1 year left. So I'm fine with it in that we had, supposedly defensive depth and we needed that money to sign Carlson. Oh God, of course, Carlson just gives the puck away. I don't mind it. I hope he works out for you guys. And that's one reason why I do like the Flyers this year. I actually like their defensive depth. Oh my goodness. What the hell is that, Carlson? Oh my God. Do we pay you $11.5 million to make a play like that? Are you kidding me? Cortana, can you go fetch some Advil for me? Good girl. All right. Braun is underrated. Hey, Braun, he's not going to be talked about because he doesn't play a glamorous game, but the guy's had a very good career. He was a 7th round draft pick. And for him to be probably a second pairing defenseman for his career, great career. Wow, the Sharks power play looks just as bad as it did in the first 3 games. Hey, boys. Wow, and they're playing patty cake. And they try to shoot from the point. And they can't quite get a shot on goal. Nope. Yeah, terrible. Going to get the new home and away for the Hawks. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So for you jersey collectors out there, curious to know, are you keen on collecting the new Blackhawks Adidas jerseys now that they have refined the collar. Let me know in the comments. I think it looks a little better. I myself, I didn't have as much of a problem with the collar. If you're a Hawks fan, I totally get it. And Joe Thornton's going to go to the bench for cross-checking. Great. So the Sharks, they're down 1-0. They haven't scored a goal since period 2 against Anaheim. Joe Thornton just takes a selfish penalty right there to oh God. Why would you do that, man? You're 40, like you're 40 years old. Come on now. I mean, I like your attitude in that, you're not afraid to get crusty on some guys, but seriously, man, like, why are you doing that? Now we're on the kill. The only thing that's been good for us this year so far is our penalty kill, I would say. And Ferraro, I think, has played pretty well. Anyway, train coming by, that's the noise that you're going to hear here. Eric Carlson, yep, shaking my head, Kay. Not good. You can't blame groin injury on that. That's kind of interesting. I don't know if any of you saw like the funny tweets out there. Oh my God, Nashville. Oh, Shauna Saber. Oh my God, this can click. Okay. Well, anyway, it was funny because once the news broke that Carlson had a kid, it was funny because some people were like, oh, so now we understand how Carlson ended up injuring his groin. Nashville with just about a minute left on this power play. Hurricanes away jersey. Not a fan of it. Those Canes jerseys looked like they were done in a hurry. Oh, so the Hawks are going to wear that Winter Classic jersey as their third? Huh. Okay. That's quite a different look for them. I know that obviously they wore it earlier on in their franchise, but yeah. Oh, apparently that was a high danger chance that I didn't quite see. Arvidsson working to the slot, and Preds have about 20 seconds left. Johansson behind the net. Oh, and they got a block. Come on, Jones. Good. And the puck gets cleared out. 5 seconds left. That's going to just about do it. Please, Sharks, beat the Preds. I hope so. You're going to you're going to get a Sabres 50th anniversary jersey. The gold thread was reverse engineered from what? Oh. Oh, the Sharks, they have an odd man rush. 3-on-1. Here they come. What the guys, you had a 3-on-1. How did you not even get a shot off? That's how the Shark season has gone so far. That is the Sharks season in a nutshell, guys. What is happening? Anyway, everybody who's in the chat, thank you so much for joining the stream. It's my first time. If you haven't done this already, hit the big red subscribe button down below for weekly hockey content and hopefully more live streams. I don't know how the Sharks pass up an opportunity to even get off a shot in a 3-on-1. I don't believe it. And almost halfway through the game, the shots are just 11-11. So a lot of block shots essentially, or misconnected passes. So the high danger chances haven't quite been there consistently in this game. Sharks coming through. Timo Meier in the Nashville zone holds up, works it around the net. Sharks trying to jam it at the net. Oh, Timo! Oh, I can't quite get off the shot. Oh man. How mad are we at Evander Kane? I think I'm like an 8. Yeah, that's fair. Evander Kane, how mad will we be at him? At about an 8? Sure. I mean, I can downgrade that to like a 7, just because it doesn't mean anything to me as long as the Sharks can get some more consistency out of him, especially in the playoffs. But that's the kind of player he's been. I mean, like he is very hot and cold, even though he scored 30 goals last year. Wait, are the Sharks winning? The only thing the Sharks have done well is not give up a shorthanded goal. Excuse me. Oh, boy. I mean, this is crazy. We're talking about over 13 periods, 13 and a half periods in which the Sharks have only scored 3 goals. They were second in the NHL in scoring last year. Yes. Yeah, you do lose a lot of goals with Pavelski. You lose some depth goals from Jonas Donskoy. Yeah, it's looked pretty ugly. I mean, it's not like they're averaging 40 shots a goal or 40 shots on goal a game either. Got my phone on silent here. Just want to make sure I haven't missed anything important. I see a now live on your channel, live reaction. Very cool. Very cool. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Definitely. Good. All right, fans of hockey. So if you had to visit one NHL arena to watch a game, not your favorite team, which NHL arena would you want to go to? Let me know in the chat. Are the Sharks going to consider moving on from Peter DeBoer if they keep playing like this? I mean, it's certainly a stark contrast between how they've played under him before. You look at this team, right? With Peter DeBoer, they have been to the Cup Finals and they've won 3 playoff series in addition in those other 3 years. So, I mean, it's hard to say like this guy is, underachieving or helping this team underachieve. I can see people's line of thought in that sense. There are some gaping improvements that have yet to be made by this team, I think. But I think DeBoer is under contract for a little while longer. I don't see them, I don't see them firing him this early in the season. Certainly not. I mean, if at one point, let's say 20 games into the year, they're like 6-13-1 or something like that, maybe. Or maybe they take the assistant coaches and actually change up their duty. But yeah, I don't quite see them getting that drastic just yet. Edmonton. So a Kings fan would want to go to the Oilers' new place. Not Rexall. Is it Rogers? No, wait. I'm sorry. I'm terrible with names. The new Oilers arena. Because, yeah, apparently that's a new beautiful arena. They still have the same statue of Wayne Gretzky. And they have Hunter the Lynx. MSG, very nice pick. MSG, the oldest arena in the NHL. Although it's the 4th version of MSG. It dates all the way back to like 1880 something or something like that. I mean, the original does. So, but yeah, MSG has been around since I think 1968. And the Sharks get called for a slashing. Anyway, I'm almost interested in this idea here. Oh, Brendan Dillon, a clear slash on the hands of Nashville there. I'm kind of interested in this idea of putting together a San Jose Sharks torture drinking game. So basically, all the things they've been doing wrong this season, I almost want to like make a video of myself playing a game where it's like, okay, if we concede a goal in the first 5 minutes of a period, then you have to finish your drink. If they fail to get a shot on goal after the power play, you have to drink. Basically, there are so many things going wrong for this team consistently, period by period, that like I could probably get pretty toasty after about 20 minutes of action, I think. Yep. Yeah, you're right. I would. Wow. So Nick, you're thinking of going to every single arena. That's pretty remarkable. I mean, that's a lot of traveling, man. That's a lot of traveling. The Preds nearly get on the board again. They shot and score. Again, it's the captain, Roman Josi, on the power play this time. That's big for Nashville, who has been struggling to score goals on the power play dating back to last year. And the Preds take a 2-0 lead. Finish my drink. Dude, there's There's nothing left in this. Oh man. Wow. Oh wait, actually that's is that gonna be Forsberg's goal? No, I think they're gonna give that to Yossi. Wow. This is a little upsetting, guys. Just a little bit. I mean, I'm just not used to this, man. I think that's one thing, just seeing. Oh my goodness, the Sharks nearly cut it to one right there. Um, as a Sharks fan, I've seen many comments and speculation and trash talk and all that. Like, this is the thing, if you start the season 0-4 in an 82 game season, yeah, that's definitely bad. It's not the end of the world. We know what happened with St. Louis last year, right? But the thing is that we're not used to that at all. We've had a great team, or at least a good playoff team for 14 of the past 15 years or whatever it is. So, I mean, we're not used to seeing this at all. And we didn't think this time was coming this year. Some people did, but we didn't. And so it's very frustrating. It's weird. That's for sure. And I hope that obviously things get better, because then it's going to be about me trying to find things to have fun with, stories that are interesting for this team. So right now, I mean, it's pretty bleak. Pretty bleak, I'll say. Yeah, I mean, and right now, I mean, for all we know, it could be, this could be just the first of, a series of bad seasons for this team. I mean, again, very early to tell, but just by the way this team is playing, it's not even the results, it's not even the scoreboard. It's the way this team is playing that is just very unsettling. Like, yeah. Hey there, Lauren. Thanks for joining. There you go. You guys are playing pretty well. At least your power play is clicking finally. So thank you for joining. Go to Lauren's channel for folks who want to see some Nashville Predators coverage, along with some other hockey coverage peppered in there as well. At least the 49ers are good. Okay. But come on, who have they played so far? The Browns, the Bengals, the Steelers, and the Steelers suck now. And the Bucks, 4-0. Granted, they're winning the games they're supposed to win, but I'll believe they're good if they can go into Los Angeles and beat the Rams. As for me, it doesn't matter quite as much, because right there, my team is the Minnesota Vikings, and I mean, they haven't played anybody, or they haven't beaten anyone good yet either, but they're winning the games that they're supposed to win. Well, of course you want them to play like this on Thursday, Nick. There we go. Yeah, so Yossi has both goals for Nashville. Not very often you see a game like this where the only 2 goals scored come from a defenseman. Yossi's he's a fun player to watch offensively, in that he's fast. He's got good speed, and you see him utilized in different parts of the zone when attacking. So 2-0, my friends. 2-0. Maybe I need to go straight from beer to whiskey. It might just be one of those evenings. I'll probably end up, yeah. Again, I think the Sharks are playing a little bit better than what I've seen so far, but still, it's just like, there are periods in which, or moments in which these passes just aren't connecting, where the team is overthinking things too much. I think just put the damn puck on net, guys. Oh, well, thank you. Burns almost got that through to the net. You know, I understand that I might sound like I'm off my rocker here, and I understand that DeBoer doesn't want to do it, and the guy I'm going to talk about doesn't want to do it. But I do want to see Burns just jump in for a period at forward. You know, just see if he provides a shot in the arm. Doesn't mean he has to stay there for the rest of the season or anything like that. But I mean, just throw something crazy in there that, you know, at least as a fan will be intriguing to watch, because this product here is just look at the neutral zone play. Looks like ass out there. Mm-hmm. Alrighty. So, wow, only under 7 minutes left in this period. It's gone by pretty quickly so far. And as we know, Nashville has tallied a goal to add to their lead. It's 2-0. So far, Nashville has only taken one penalty, so that helps their cause. Not to say that they couldn't score a shorthanded goal or two on this team. All right, here's a face-off down in Nashville's zone. Won by the Preds. Cycling along the boards there. Sharks regain possession. And Burns turns it over. I think that's the first time I've said that tonight. Oh, wow. And a very poor clear attempt there. Sorry, I can't give you more exciting commentary. Looks like this will go for icing. Yeah, there we go. I'm going to get some water. I'll be right back. Okay. Here, you know what? Right now? Wait. Oh, cool. Yeah, I hope the host's number gets retired by the Hawks as well. I would hope to see it get retired by them and maybe even the Senators. But yeah, I think that 81 should be hung in the rafters for Chicago. Little pint glass there. Well, at least the Sharks actually are generating some chances here. You know what? You know what would be good right now? Because the Sharks can't score, I need something to cheer me up. Besides you guys, of course, because you're all fantastic. You know, I think we need to give Cortana some victory treats. Or at least some good girl treats. Hey, girl, you want a treat? You can come up. Here you go. Come on. Okay, there she is. Hey, Cortana. Oh, what was that? What are you doing there? You butt bumping? You doing the butt bump? Yeah? Can I have a kiss? Kiss? Oh, good girl. Yeah, there she is. Can you lie down? Why don't you hang out with us here? There we go. Yeah, what a good girl, huh? Yeah, she's such a sweetheart. Wait, did Nashville just commit a penalty there? Maybe so. It's a great thing. Like I can make like if I need to make an excuse, I can just say, "Oh yeah, I was just taking care of my dog." That works every time, no matter the situation. Nick, like, why'd you miss that meeting, man? Oh, sorry, I had to take care of my dog. Oh, okay. Hey, Nick, why couldn't you come to my my bachelor party? Or actually, I'd be a really terrible friend if I missed that. No. But yeah, usually it's like, yeah, taking care of my dog. Of course, I didn't go to your party because I'm taking care of my dog, right? She is so sweet. Yes, she is very sweet. She's an absolute sweetheart. She's my only roommate too, which is great. So she's a great roommate. Yeah, she'll shed a little bit here and there, but she's potty trained, so that's what matters. Yes, my doggo. Hey, girl. Yeah. So, yep. See, there we go. If I don't have things to talk about, I'll just let her do the entertaining. Yeah. Good girl. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, Cortana, what's going to happen? Are the Sharks going to score a power play goal, or is Nashville going to score shorthanded? Power play goal, shorthanded. Wait, no, wait. Hold on. All right, decide. Cool. We're going to get one on the board. It's going to happen right freaking now. Or at least I thought that was. Did Nashville take a penalty? Yeah, Matt Duchene just checked LeBanc in the head. That's rough. Granted, LeBanc was kind of falling down, but he bled. So this is a 2-minute interference penalty to Duchene. And it's a Sharks power play. And Cortana just said that they're going to score a goal. So there you go. But we have to score the goal in order for you to get this treat. Oh my goodness. We finally scored a power play. It's so beautiful. We scored a power play goal. Oh my God. Oh, Cortana. Oh, you're the best dog. You're the best. Oh, thank God. Unfortunately, I'm out of town. Can't watch the game. Oh, yes, Rene is in net. And he's looked pretty sharp so far, but that was, Kane was screening in front of the net there. So not too much that Rene could do there. Cortana, you are a genius. Yes, she is a genius. She kind of lives up to the name. She's a very smart AI construct. Absolutely. Yeah, you're a good girl. So that was a nice prediction there, girl. Okay, so we're down but not out. That's good to see. And the Sharks, it wasn't like they, it wasn't a fluky power play goal. They struck right away. See, that's the thing, you get you get the puck. There's nobody in your face. Just freaking put it on net and see what happens. I mean, I do believe that's how the Sharks scored their first goal in Game 7 against Vegas. They scored 6 seconds in. So there you go. That dog is good. Yeah, she's good luck. Absolutely, she is good luck. Yeah, she's pretty awesome. Does anybody else here have a dog? Dogs are amazing, or cats. Other pets are always great too. But dogs are particularly fun. That's for sure. They're always looking at you. They're listening. They're observing everything you do. It's pretty awesome. Ooh, Burns actually had a pretty good chance there too. Ooh, the Sharks almost drew another penalty there. Uh-oh. Called it a hand pass. Hey, the refs called a hand pass against the Preds. Huh. You have a cat named Nyla? Or is that supposed to be Nala? Love dogs. Never own one. I just wouldn't want to deal with all the hair everywhere. That's fair. I mean, some dogs don't shed all that much, but yeah, I mean, if you have carpet and you're on the fence, don't get a dog. It sucks. Like my carpets they'll have to be replaced by the time I move out. So that's gonna happen. That's gonna happen. Come on, Sharkies. I mean, I'm not biased. I'm not a homer. It's been a fun game. Oh, Brodzinski. Here we go. There we go. A couple of the young guns for the Sharks working on this line here. Ooh. Ah, yes, Nala. Very nice. Sharks have gotten some really good zone possession past couple of minutes here. They look a lot more alive. They look more charged. I like seeing this. Yeah, LeBanc, I mean, he just shot that into another player. All right, Nashville finally gets a needed clear, though. Definitely needed to get some fresh legs over the boards there. That's Sharks hockey. You know what? That's probably the closest thing we've seen to Sharks hockey all year. Ooh, Timo Meier with a shot on goal. Things have gotten really interesting here. Ooh, off the side of the net. Hurdle on the forecheck. And the Sharks are going to still hang on to it. Keep it deep into the zone. I like the puck movement. Right, that is Sharks hockey. It's puck possession. Being able to hold on to the puck and cycle it along the boards. They do a really nice job of that. Erik Karlsson. Wow, this has been really interesting. Even Dylan's getting involved here. Brendan Dillon, that is. And that puck is going back to the Sharks zone. They still kind of hang on to it. But yeah, Nashville can get some new skaters there. Oh, one guy for the Sharks is still out there, I think. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to actually see the Sharks score here. We're under a minute and a half left. Just with the way they're cycling the puck here. Pretty feverish. Defense are pinching in a little bit. And a shot and a save by Pekka. Yeah, great shift. Absolutely. Great couple of shifts. You want to see Timo step up? His start to the last season? Yeah, he hasn't started the season quite like last year. He's been okay, but, not the $6 million man that we paid him for. Oh, your dog's name is Frank. Oh, do you ever have Frank on the channel? Do we get to see him? I want to see him on the live stream. Hey, girl. Just gonna leave one right there for her. Go for it. You want it? Have it. It's right here. Wow. The Sharks have 17 shots this period, but I don't know if those are all on goal. Frank has been on the channel before. Oh, okay. Huh. I'll have to. Oh, he's a Great Dane. Oh, super cool. I don't think Great Danes would shed that much, right? They're supposed to be like one of the more like mellow dogs out there. Of course, they can run around and whatnot, but they're pretty low maintenance. That's what I hear. And it looks like Brent Burns is going to get called for interference with a minute left in the period here. So the Preds are going to go back on the power play. Food review channel for Cortana. Yeah. We'll do like we'll test out various treats for her and see which ones she likes the most. I have some pumpkin in the fridge there. Dogs can eat pumpkin; they like that. They like sweet potato, even like carrots. They can eat carrots. I don't give her too much of that though. Just a little bit here and there. Kings are up 2-0, out shooting Calgary 17. What? Oh my goodness! Wow, that is night and day from where they were last year. Frank can stand on his hind legs and hug people. Oh, bug people. Oh, wait. And hug people. Oh, what a sweetheart. I don't see that many Great Danes out here, but once in a while I will. I always like them. I like Greyhounds a lot too. Greyhounds are always really sweet too for the bigger dogs out there. Come on. Come on. Psst, psst. Shake and bake. Come on. Come on. Gotta work for it, girl. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, there we go. There she is. All right. Lie down. That a good girl. There you go. Oops, sorry. Fumbled that. All right. And we are at just 10 seconds left in the period. So there will be about a minute left on the power play when we go into the third period. You want to get a Bernese Mountain Dog. Ooh, cool. Yeah, I see those once in a while. Those are pretty dogs. What's crazy is that there's somebody at my office who brings his dog into work. He has a Newfoundland, a Newfie. That thing's huge. It looks like it's a bear. Like it looks like a 10-month-old bear. It's freaking massive. Can you turn the game on? Hello there, silly Bubby 69. I actually can't do that because I will get flagged for copyright infringement, and then my channel is in jeopardy in the long term. So unfortunately, I can't do that. A Newfie dog? Yes, it's quite amazing. I mean, that thing looks like it could eat like a 10-year-old child. Not that a dog would do that, but yeah. At least turn on the audio. I'm sorry, but that's the same condition. Basically, like YouTube's algorithm is so complex that it can actually pick up when I have a TV feed on. So I can't do that because the same penalties and consequences would ensue. So I'm sorry to say that. We need the game. Yes, we do need the game. I wish I could show it to you because not everybody can pay, exorbitant amounts of money to watch their team. So I feel you there. I feel you. Last time stream reaction to a game. Yeah. Oh, you got a copyright infringement for that? That sucks. Trying to watch hockey. Yeah. I mean, it's unfortunate that, again, you have to have these special packages. I'm watching through Sling. That's what I'm doing. But yeah. Whoa, James Neal scored 4 goals tonight? Holy moly. James, the real freaking deal Neal. 4 goals, guys. He's found the fountain of youth in the land of McJesus and the Drycyples, if you will. Anyway, we're at second intermission now, my friends. And yeah, we have 20 more minutes of hockey. Things kind of picked up for the Sharks there. So I think we're going to see a very tight third period. It's a 2-1 game. I mean, it's pretty low scoring to start off with. But yeah, the real deal. Unbelievable. And of course, I mean, y'all have been around for several minutes at least. But yeah, if you haven't already and you enjoy weekly hockey content and a live stream like this one, go ahead and hit the big red subscribe button down below. I put out weekly content on oddball topics, jersey unboxings, hockey history, and more. Hopefully live streams will become kind of a part of what I can offer on this channel, especially because I've got you folks joining me. That is pretty freaking awesome. So there you go. 2-1. Oh yeah. Right. 2-1 Preds. They have a power play goal. So there you go. They're good on power play goals for the next like 6 or 7 games. No, I'm just joking. Overall, pretty solid goaltending from Pekka. A really good game from Yossi, obviously. And yep, we're just chilling out at intermission at this point. Hey, Cortana. I guess we can do more Cortana things. Too bad I don't really have the space for it because, like, she can. She can do it on the couch, I guess. Oh, you play ice hockey? That's awesome. Especially being out in that part of the country too. All right, here we go. Ready? Here, shake and bake. All right, Cortana, can you give me a 360? Oh, Not exactly sure what she was going for there. Can you sit? No. I know you like to be a couch potato. Can you give me a sit? All right. Good. How about a 360? Ah, good girl. Yeah, good job. There we go. So she can do that. She can also roll over, but she needs a lot more space to work with. And the command that I use for her is do a barrel roll, like Star Fox. And yeah, now we're at Intermission Live or whatever they call it here. Discover Intermission. Presented by Discover. I didn't even know that Discover cards were still around. Just joking. Yeah. So we'll see some highlights here so I can react to goals that I see from around the league. And, well, we're going to start out first with the power play opportunities. So obviously Nashville and the Sharks got on the board this past period with power play goals. For Nashville, came from Roman Josi, and Forsberg nearly was the one who lit the lamp. And then after a really weird rebound, essentially, and then Josi shot it by Martin Jones. And then Matt Duchene got a interference penalty, just trying to make a physical play, but, kind of unfortunate there. And then the Sharks struck on the power play with a goal of their own, this coming from Couture or Kane. I actually never saw who scored that goal. But nonetheless, it was a nice power play goal there. Earlier today, the Hurricanes put up 6 on the Florida Panthers, winning 6-3. So the bunch of jerks are looking sharp so far. 2 goals from Ryan Dzingel, who they signed in the offseason. Teuvo Teravainen also scored. Dougie Hamilton also scored. Sebastian Aho had a goal as well. Empty netter. And yeah, the Canes 6-3. How about that? Okay. Hey, can you not spam the chat, please? That'd be great. Okay. And then we have the Anaheim Ducks taking on the Detroit Red Wings. The Ducks, actually, both teams started out pretty well in the first couple of games. So definitely surprising. I was sleeping on the Ducks. What a nice goal that was. Was that Silfverberg? Yeah. Jakob Silfverberg has scored. Favorite all-time NHL player? Channel, not a therapy session. There you go. Yeah, talk about hockey. Talking about hockey, and if something naturally extends from there, that's cool. Just be respectful of each other, and that's all I ask. So yeah, my favorite all-time hockey player, Nick, I mean, other than the guys I can point to on the Sharks, I really don't have one that I can reach back to from decades past, because I didn't really start watching hockey until around the 05-06 season, so after the lockout. And being in this market where you have other sports that really attract people before hockey does, on the West Coast, I haven't really watched other teams extensively. I guess if I were to talk about some of my favorite players all time, a lot of them are going to still be playing hockey now. I mean, just the older he gets, the more I love Alex Ovechkin. I mean, he's certainly up there. And I mean, even TJ Oshie is up there for me as well. But older players from previous eras, I was mentioning earlier, I really like Luc Robitaille for sure. Yeah. So I'd say that he's kind of up there. How else can I stretch back here and to give you? I like goalies. When I think about eras past, I like a lot of goalies that I see from there. So one of my favorites all time is Dominik Hasek. Also, speaking of the Sabres, Maxim Afinogenov is also one of my favorite players, I'd say. So just kind of naming a few random players there, I guess, or somewhat random. Sergei Zubov, especially playing for a rival team like the Dallas Stars back then, I'd say so. So yeah, just some players I can name there. I know it's not very glamorous. I'm not gonna say that Wayne Gretzky's my favorite all time, or that Chris Pronger is my favorite all time, or like pick the best player at his position for an era. I'm not going to necessarily say that, but yeah, yeah. I don't know. Does anybody have a favorite player from a previous era? Let me know in the chat. Dustin Brown, greater than Wayne Gretzky. That's one thing. Okay, you know, I'm sorry, man, but if you're gonna be spamming this channel and being disrespectful toward others, like, no. Not gonna do that on this channel. Sorry, guys. All right. All right. Yeah. Well, anyway, y'all know, just be respectful and we'll all have a good time. That's kind of how it goes. I need a mod. Yeah, Nick, do you have any recommendations on how I can do that? I guess, I mean, it makes sense to have one, you know, or have a couple, and then that way, you know, you can probably get one to join a stream, or, you know, one person comes in, one person comes out. So yeah, if you have any suggestions on that, I definitely appreciate that. Yeah. Anyway, guys, thanks everybody for being cool. Certainly appreciate that. But yeah, I mean, you're right. A lot of this is pretty unavoidable. I mean, even though we only have 9 viewers right now, 9 amazing viewers, I must say, we've gotten a lot of viewers over the course of the stream so far. So yeah, of course, you're going to, you know, once or twice, you're going to get somebody who might not quite understand the standards in terms of community conduct. So yeah, having mods would be great. So great piece of feedback. Thank you guys. And thanks for keeping it cool. Yeah, so the Canes put up those 6 goals against Florida. That was against Montembeau, though. It wasn't against Bobrovsky. Let's be a twisted family. That's pretty good. I love it. I actually really like that. I wanted to call it like the Twisted Wrister Army, or like the Twisters, I guess. One thing I really want to do, even if this channel stays small, and if it does, that's great, because, you know, you're all part of it. I would love to make a hockey jersey, like go on to a legitimate retailer and get a custom jersey, like custom colors. I got to work with somebody on a logo and like legitimately get a Twisted Wrister jersey. I'd totally do that. That'd be so fun. I like Twisted Family. All right, cool. I'm gonna see if I can kind of weave that a little bit more into my promos. So I'll be like, oh yeah, hit the big red subscribe button down below and join the Twisted Family. All right, excellent. I like this. What a great suggestion. And coming from a Kings fan, I love it. Doing this intermission tells us your best joke. What? Oh, it tells you. Okay. Well, here's the thing. I like to excel at telling bad jokes. So if anybody says, "Oh, can you tell a joke?" I mean, like my standard one is, "Hey, what are Super Mario's overalls made out of?" Denim, denim, denim. Yeah, I like puns. I like portmanteau and stupid dad jokes for sure. Twisted Family copyright Snooja Hockey. You need $10,000 payment for rights to my content. Thank you. Hey, my $10,000 isn't going to get me anywhere else in the Bay Area, so why not just hand it on over? Let's copyright this bad boy and start merchandising. There you go. How about I'll give you 6% of every sale out there for merchandise? There we go. Knee slappers, absolutely. Do I play NHL video games? Great question. So here's the thing. When it comes to sports video games, I don't play the current ones. I just miss booting up a game, or the home menu loads, you press start, you press play, you go, you get into it. I miss that. Now it's like all these crazy menus, all these weird customizations. Not to say that it's not going to be well received by others. I just want to play the game and enjoy the game. And the thing is that I don't think that current games really offer that so much. So if I'm going to fire up a game, it's going to be NHL Hits, like on the Nintendo GameCube, or Wayne Gretzky's 3D Hockey on the Nintendo 64. There we go. All right, more. All right, if we think of if more dad jokes come to mind, I'll let them fly. And if you do too, I want to hear them in the comments. Absolutely. NHL '04, the greatest NHL. There is a very extensive article on like Polygon or Kotaku why NHL '04 is the greatest hockey game of all time. Apparently, there's like an ongoing community that still like provides roster updates and creates players for it. So that's something that I've heard before. What do you call a bear without ears? Oh God. Let's see. Bear without ears. A bee? I don't know. I play NHL 04. Oh, nice. That's old school, man. That was like around the time you were born, right? Yeah, yeah. You call a bear without without ears. You call it a bee. I get it. You call it a Bruin because it's a bee. There we go. Yeah, so I'll play the old school kind of like arcadey NHL games. I have NHL '94 too on Sega Genesis. Hear about what happened? The CEO of that company think his name is Joe. What? I'm 21 and still play my old school PS2. Okay. Sorry if I didn't get your age right there. Maybe I was just smack talking earlier or just poking fun, just joking. 21. Hey man. Well, there you go. We can enjoy a beer on the live stream then. Joe Mama. Stream some Cello 4. I need to get a copy of Cello 4, but I could probably find it pretty easily. But then I'd need a capture card. That'd be a little tricky, wouldn't it? I've got a dog, but I don't have an Elgato. Oh, you're back. Hey, welcome back. Yeah. I mean, streaming some of that would be pretty fun, though. Like just looking for all the glitches and looking at the rosters back then, too. That'd be kind of fun. See, like I love the arcadey sports games because they would have all the fun cheats. You'd have like big head mode. They would like skate around, they'd be on fire, like, and that's not just hits. That's like NBA Street and NFL Blitz and whatnot. James Neal, man, 4 goals. He's already scored more goals with the Oilers than he scored with the Flames last year, right? Isn't that ridiculous? Eric Days is a hockey god in NHL 04. Okay. I can't even say that name rings a bell, but I will look for him when I acquire that game. I used to be really good at NHL 2K6 with like Marty Turco on the cover. Yeah, that was like one sports game I was just ridiculously good at. Hey, do you remember NHL 2K4 when they first had the first person mode? I need to like go back and actually get that and play that because I remember those first person sports games. Those were weird, but they were pretty cool. Sometimes a change of scenery does a player wonders. Yeah, I mean, you can't get any more of a direct 180 than that. I don't think. 2K7 had Jumbo on the cover. Yes, absolutely did. I didn't like it as much as 2K6, oddly enough, but absolutely, that is one of the greatest video games covers of all time. Oh, Evander Kane. So Evander Kane did deflect that puck that Couture had shot. So nice to have EK9 back in the lineup. I wish EK65 would up his game a little bit tonight. And we're just about underway with the third period here. Days was a Hawk from 95 to 04 and retired. Oh, yeah. I mean, that's probably why I haven't heard of him, because his career was a little bit short-lived. Love Robitaille, but who's favorite King today? You're really challenging me with that question. I mean, I like Quick, absolutely. I mean, I know that he's not playing up to par quite now, but just because I'm not as familiar with a guy like Alex Iafallo, I'd probably side with Quick. I mean, I think Quick has been the most entertaining goalie to watch of this era. I'd put Fleury up there as well, but yeah, probably Quick. Come on, I know it's Dustin Brown. Right, a Sharks fan's going to say Dustin Brown. And Nashville deep in the Sharks zone. But, that little turnover there. Turn it over to number 15. Help me out, Lauren. Shot goes high there. Trying to go glove side on Jones, which, if you're a smart player, you'll try to do that on him. The Preds regain possession there in the neutral. And now San Jose will be looking to skate it out with some new legs coming over the boards there. Oh, the Sharks are on the power play. Holy crap. I totally forgot about that. Wait, we got a power play? It's been so long since they were last on the ice. Okay, power play for the Sharks. Sorry. And of course, we go back to being crappy. There's Burns with a shot. He had an empty net and a shot and goal, and Rene turned that aside. Sorry, I have to hold my volume a little bit. 16 seconds left. And nice little pickoff play there. The Preds trying to get it clear, and Burns still with the puck. Oh my goodness. They almost got a nice little tip play there at the end, but we're back to full strength. There we go. 2 minutes gone by in the period. And now Erik Karlsson skating into the Nashville zone. Nice little deke there. Thornton directing it to almost nobody. I don't believe Karlsson just got that pass off. And Thornton had a shot to pick his corner, and he didn't. And now the wraparound from Rodil, it looks like. If y'all could just give me a minute, I got to use the restroom. I've had a beer and a water. So, Cortana, keep him entertained, okay? You can watch Cortana sleep for a minute, okay? So, I'll be back very soon. Thank you. Okay, and we are back. We are back. Thank you. Thank you for being patient. Play a bit. Oh, Jesus, really? Oh my God. Are you serious? Oh my God. Oh my God. Jones. Oh. All right. Well, I can't use the restroom at all for the rest of the game because apparently Nashville scores. Wow. Wow. Yeah. I can't believe it, man. Oh, they didn't blow a whistle on that? I thought they would. I don't believe it. So it's 3-1 Preds. Yep. Just when the Sharks look like they have some momentum, they... Jesus. 0-4. Yeah, just like your Jets. Your Winnipeg Jets or your New York Jets? Sorry, girl. Hand sanitizer. Surprised the Sharks didn't look for a goalie during the offseason. New York Jets. Okay, yeah. Yeah, they're not having that good of a season. Yeah, the Sharks, I attribute I attribute their defensive failures to the team collectively, including the goaltending, but not exclusive to the goaltending. Not to mention Martin Jones is under contract for at least 4 more years after this, and I mean that's at a nearly $6 million cap hit. So they kind of have their hands tied. I mean, they could have called up somebody else to play as a backup. Maybe I thought they were going to do that, but no, they decided to go with Dell. They waived their normal AHL starter Antoine Bibeau, who had a down year last year, but was still pretty solid in his time at the AHL. I thought that he could have gotten the call this year. And they have one other goaltender down there right now, Josef Koronash, who has been very good in his time there, but his career numbers just around various leagues and tournaments and whatnot has been inconsistent. So he's only 22 years old, so he needs some time to develop. So yeah, I mean, they could have gone for a backup, but again, the cap situation is kind of tight. They would have to trade away Dell. It's a little tight. Not to mention Dell would have been tough to trade for his cap hit of like 1.6 or $1.7 million. So so it goes. So it goes for San Jose. Now the Preds with a shot on goal, and that was deflected out. And now the Sharks, nope, they can't corral the puck necessarily in the neutral. Now they're going to get it back in their zone. 4:30 gone by here. 3-1 Preds. What jersey in your collection would you say is the rarest that I have? That's a great question. I don't really think I have that rare of jerseys, honestly. For example, like I have this one, but you can find plenty of these. But like the mustard cat, for example, I don't have that. I'm not going to collect that. I mean, just for the price, I don't like it that much. Obviously, I know it's like a lot of people think it's ugly. I do too, but I don't feel the need to collect that. God, what is the rarest? I gotta like think team by team here. I'll get back to you for sure. I do have a Florida Panthers away jersey, which I mean you can't find that really unless you buy the Fanatics. I have a Reebok. Just right now, it's really hard to find that one, just because they probably don't produce that many of them. Come on, boys. Jesus, guys. It's almost like you're playing like polo out there or croquet. You know what the rarest in my collection is actually? I do have it's a replica. It's not an authentic, but I have a Sharks Heritage Classic from the 15-16 season. Yeah, I know it ended a little poorly for them, but that one is actually that's pretty tough to find. You have a Reebok authentic for the Panthers. Oh, really? Huh. That's cool. You don't see that very often. Hurdle, he's trying to take the game into his own hands. A shot, and that goes wide. Wow, that was a nice play by Tomas Hurdle setting that up. But at this point, the Sharks need. They got an icing, so that helps. It keeps Nashville on the ice. So yeah, I think that Sharks Heritage jersey. I mean, I found that off of a third-party selling app, and I got lucky to find it. But yeah, if you want to get an authentic, those are really rare. I want to get one, but Like I have a guy who could sell one to me, but like even so, the price he's asking, I understand why he's asking for it, but like I got to put that money toward other stuff, man. Yeah, I like Ferraro too. Mario Ferraro, number 38 for San Jose. I know that we have other guys that we signed, like Tim Heed and Dalton Prout, in terms of like filling that spot as a sixth defenseman. I want to see Ferraro out there, actually. I just want to see this guy develop, especially if we're going to be a crappy team this year. Like let the kid get his time. I mean, he does have the hustle. And I just think that, we need to develop some defensive talent back there while Ryan Merkley is still learning the game as well. If we have a chance to get younger, let's do it. Game over. Oh, shit. Oh no. I'm probably talking about this too late. Oh, wow. This is a 3-on-1. Oh, God. Are you goddamn serious? Jones, you're supposed to look for the shot. He played the pass too much. I can't believe what I saw right there. This is pathetic. This is a gong show. This is my nightmare. This is me getting another beer. We're gonna make this interesting, guys. I know that there are 11 of you. You are all fantastic. If you haven't already, hit the big red subscribe button out there. Here's what I'm gonna do. Okay, this is beer. I'm gonna get something else. One sec. Y'all see this right here? This is pickle juice. This is freaking pickle juice. This has been the Sharks season as a whole at this point. Notice that there are no pickles in here. See? There are no pickles. Okay? Just like the Sharks. They're without their pickles. Where's Marc-Edouard Vlasic? We've got pickle juice here. Okay? A couple of hot peppers. Seeds and all. Luckily, they've been sitting in pickle juice, so they're really not that spicy. Pickle juice is good for hangovers. Great. Because I got another jar in there, too. So, San Jose Sharks, great season so far, boys. Can't wait to see what you're able to do in Chicago on Thursday. Okay, that's about as much as I can drink. Let's pour some out for Joe Pavelski. Mazel tov. Wow. Boys, what is going on out there? Lads and ladies, as I'm addressing you, but man, you leave for 5 minutes and and they just tank. Hey, Alex Lafreniere, want to come to San Jose? It's a lot warmer than where you are in Canada. Yeah. Oh boy. The fact the Kings have scored 8 goals and the Sharks have scored 4 in 2 more games than the Kings. Yeah. It makes you a little happy. Okay, I get it. But it is pretty sickening. Pretty disappointing. It's kind of like how the Kings went from 2018 to 2019 just tanking in terms of, they made the playoffs in 2018 and now here we are, right? Yes, Tyler, our predictions are already pretty effed. Did you see what I just did? I don't know if you just saw what I just did. This is pickle juice. I had like 5 gulps of this. I'm going to finish this before this game is over. The only problem is that, we got to allow another goal, and then I'll feel a little bit more driven to do so. The Sharks are the Kings from last year. Man, it's already starting to look like it. It is already starting to look like it. I mean, I don't like to be so extreme to say like the sky's falling, but again, it's not the fact that we're losing games, it's how we're playing in these games. And to say that this is the best the team has played, that second period is the best this team has played all year, that's pretty sickening, man. They look slow, yeah. Pickle juice is good luck. Ritual, it's a little late for that, bro. No. This is me like basically going down with the ship 4 games into the season. Too bad the Sharks don't have their first round pick. Very true. Yeah. We have a second and a fifth next year. I think that's it. And I think the second is what we got from Philadelphia in the Braun trade. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah. Looking a little bit like the Kings of last year. Okay. I didn't even know that Jones was still in the game. I thought they might have already pulled him. Wow. Yeah, actually, you know what? I don't know if I want to drink this pickle juice because I think all that sodium has made me feel kind of woozy. Oh, man. Well, anyway, the best part of all this is that I've had y'all around here to definitely ease the poor performance that I'm witnessing here from one team, not from the other team. The other team looks good. They've done well. They've done their job. Matt Duchene looks good. Pekka looks good. Nashville looks good. In Smashville for sure. So, yep. What else is happening around the league, guys? Don't worry about the Sharks. They'll find their game, but hopefully after they play the Hawks. Hey, Nick, if we have to lose to you guys in order to rattle off 7 wins in our next 10 games beyond that, by the way, that wasn't supposed to look like anything. I'm sorry. Yeah, if we need to play like shit and lose against you guys in order to win our next 7 of 10 games after that, sure, so be it. Let's do it. Yep. So the Sharks play what? We're going into Chicago. Then we come back against Calgary. I think that's our next game after that. And then we go on the road again, not too long after that. I'm sorry, I don't know the schedule. I have a magnet on my fridge. Hey, now. But yeah, Kings are up 3-0 in Calgary. Wow. My goodness. Who's got the goals for you guys? So we're halfway through the period. 10 minutes to go. Are we going to end up with a 4-1 game, or is Nashville going to build on their lead? Are they going to pull Rene and have him play forward? Oh, here's a chance for the Sharks. Oh, not quite. Do you like Scott Sabourin? Ooh, they almost added to it more. I can only say I've heard the name Scott Sabourin once, maybe. So I can't really give you an answer there. Toffoli, Kovalchuk, and Walker got on the board. Doughty's got 2 assists. Well, it's good to see Tyler Toffoli getting on the board early. He had certainly a down year last year. James Neal has scored as many goals tonight as the Sharks have all season. Okay, you know what? After reading that, oh man. I think all the Sharks players, this is what they should do. They need to bring this on the bench, and every time they have a shit shift, they should have to drink this. All right. Thanks for tuning in, Emily. Good luck with your finals or your midterms or whatever you got going on there. and maybe we'll catch you for another stream. Go Preds. Good job. Yeah. I think I'm onto something here, Kay. So first of all, we've learned a couple things from tonight. Drown your sorrows in the juice of shame. You know what? We should do this, okay? This is our this is our roach juice. We'll call it roach juice. And what we'll do, I already poured, like Tyler, I already poured some beer in here into here for Pavelski's departure. I poured some out for him. So this is the roach juice. Every stream, when we're watching the Sharks play like crap, I will add to the roach jar and I will drink from it in moments of shame. Okay? I will throw up if I drink pickle juice. I mean, you know what? It's not too bad if you have like a little bit. Like for those of you who are old enough to enjoy adult beverages, it actually makes a really good complement to like drinking whiskey. So like if you have like a shot of whiskey, a pickleback, as they would call it, is a nice way to kind of chase that and kind of as sort of an aftertaste to the whiskey. So anyway, that's just my experience there. I'm gonna hold me to me. All right. Well, yeah. Come on over. We'll enjoy some of this together. I won't make you drink this. Actually, you know what? We need to make this official. So here, got some permanent marker here. All right. So we're gonna call this the shoot. Here, I'll write it on here. Just bear with me for a sec, guys. All right, we're gonna call this. I know that you're seeing this backwards. It's the Twisted Family Roach Juice. That's what we're calling it. Tape it to the lid or sticky note. You guys are probably like, who the hell is this guy? He's freaking nuts. All right, the roach juice. So there we go. We're gonna add whatever I have next to my next stream. We're gonna add to the roach juice in moments of shame for the Sharks, and then hopefully the Sharks will see me actually drinking this, and then they'll want to, put an end to my misery and actually start winning some freaking games. And now Evander Kane takes a hooking penalty. Oh, well, at least he didn't slash a referee. Yeah, so there we go. There's the roach juice. Congratulations, me. Whiskey with pickleback, exactly. Yeah. Stops hangovers? Probably does. Your Wings lost tonight. Okay, well, sorry they're not going to go 82-0, but oh, wait, they lost to the Ducks. Holy shit. The Ducks are playing well. You live in Nashville, though, so you're running. Okay. Well, you can be a Preds fan and a Wings fan, I guess. There we go. Yeah, good to see a couple of Preds fans in the stream. And welcome as I got to make sure I can actually say Snooja. All right. As Snooja said, for the Preds fans and anybody else who's joined the stream, welcome. Wow, makes me a great streamer. Welcome to the Twisted family. Bienvenidos a la familia Twisted. If you haven't already, hit the big red subscribe button down below and hopefully join me in future live streams. I've had a lot of fun with you guys, so I'd like to continue this in the near future. And I'm also uploading weekly content covering oddball topics in hockey along with hockey history, jersey unboxings, and other good stuffs like that. Could you be a Bruins and Canadiens fan at the same time? If those teams are playing against the Leafs and you don't like the Leafs, maybe? I don't know. Then very nice. Yes, thank you. It's Snudja. Snudja. I'm pronouncing it Snooja. Okay. Well, it's because you're Snooge dog. Yeah, Snudja. There we go. Yes, I'm glad you guys are enjoying this. Absolutely. And thanks for not pestering me and heckling me as to not actually showing the game. I appreciate that. Snudja. All right. I'll try to remember that. How do you feel when the Knights beat the Sharks? I feel the same way I feel when the Chicago Bears beat my Minnesota Vikings. It's just like kryptonite. They're kryptonite. Like I've come to accept that. It sucks, absolutely. I mean, I invited a friend of mine to come watch the first game of the season, and I said, I turned to her and I said, "Well, shit, I'm sorry that we're losing this game, but I actually expected us to get spanked 7-1. So there's a silver lining for you. So there you go. Show the game. Oh, show the game. Who's this guy? Funny guy. You went to the Wings game on Saturday with your son, and it was awesome. Cool. Awesome. That's parenting done right as far as I'm concerned. And for those of you who haven't seen already, this is Cortana. She's not very happy with the way the Sharks have played this season, but she's being a good fan, and she's being a good girl. Living in Vegas, yeah, okay, you can do that. I feel like my heart is being ripped out and tossed into a nearby cactus. Ooh, that's pretty bad. That's tough. I mean, you probably were living out there, and then you were like, oh, Vegas is getting a hockey team. That's kind of cool. Then I can see my Sharks play here once in a while, and I can enjoy the best of both worlds, and now this is happening. And then Game 7 happened, and the narrative changed for a little bit. Hey, you have to admit the Bears looked good in those throwback. Yeah, the Bears throwback uniforms are pretty sweet. At least Cortana predicted a goal. She did. She's a smart dog, that's for sure. Why don't you come here? Okay. She crawled. Can you crawl? Can you crawl? Oh, cool. Good stuff. Good stuff, girl. There we go. Something kind of interesting on the side here, because they're showing David Poile there. This game actually features the general managers, or the longest tenured general managers in the NHL for one team. David Poile being the longest. He's been with the Preds since their inception in '98 and was a GM before that, even for the Capitals. And then the Sharks, Doug Wilson, is the second longest tenured GM. And one of the few GMs out there who was captain of the same team that he's GMing for, Steve Yzerman being another one. Hey, Cortana. Can you predict another goal for me, please? Please? Pretty please? What is Cortana? She looks like a Doberman mix. That's a great question. I mean, lots of people ask me that question. As far as I know, she actually doesn't have any Doberman, although she might have just a Skosh, maybe some other form of guard dog. She's, at least from what I can tell, she's primarily a mix of types of Shepherd, a couple types of Shepherd, and Coonhound. So she likes to hunt after things, including her favorite, squirrels. Right, Cortana? You like chasing squirrels, don't you? Yeah? You gonna go sick them? Hey, you gonna go get the squirrel? Chase after some deer? Yeah? So there you go. That's funny. Hey, Vaughn, when you posted that, it actually made me I had to approve your comment for whatever reason. Yes, we know that Boston, according to Shannon, Boston versus Montreal. Hey, the Sharks scored a goal. There we go, Brent Burns. There we go. Wait, I asked if she could predict a goal. She gave me the silent treatment. That was an omen right there. Cortana predicts another goal. There we go. Bam. Doug Wilson needs to be honored. In Chicago was a Blackhawks great that people tend to not remember quite as frequently. Hey, I'd love to see his number get retired, or some sort of ceremony for him. When he comes back on Thursday, that'd be kind of cool. All right. Well, the Sharks are only down by 2 goals. They'll have to pull Jones at some point here. Hey, Cortana, give me another goal prediction, damn it. Here, come get more treats. Come get more treats. Goal treats. Come here. Get the treats. Scored more than one. Yes, you're right. We did score more than 1 goal. Okay, so we need the inverse of the pickle juice. We need something else, twisted juice, or I don't know. Here, shake and bake. No, shake and bake. No, shake and bake. Sit. All right, Cortana, butt bump. Do it again. Wait. Let's bring her over here. Cortana, butt bump. There we go. All right. Oh, the Sharks are trying to chomp at the bit here. All right. We're good. By the way, how has the audio quality been during my stream? I'm curious to know. I do have my microphone rigged up here, so I'm hoping that it's been working okay. Oh, man. Okay, good to hear. It's been good, pretty good, nice, excellent. And I know the image quality isn't great. I don't have a great camera. I'm just using my laptop camera. But thanks for understanding, of course. Why are you doing that, Cortana? Can you give me a goal prediction instead? I'm rubbing your head for good luck. You still get a belly rub. Yes, you still get a belly rub when we lose here. There's an icing. Sharks are now, yeah. Yeah, right? The season high 2 goals for the Sharks. God, got some work to do, man. It sucks. Hey, you can come over here. And I didn't even say this earlier, but the Sharks have an empty net now with just under 3 minutes to go. And Nashville's got the face-off there, working it out of the zone. They get it clear, goes toward the empty net, but that will go back again for icing. Yes. Hey, girl. Come up. Here, she can bake. Up. Sit. Or lie down. That's good enough. Come on, Sharks. Figure it out, boys. There's LeBanc with the puck. Cycles it along the boards. Kane trying to work the point. Nope. And he gives it up to somebody on Nashville, and they get a clear back into the Sharks zone. 2:29 left. Last year, the Sharks were second in goals, but yeah, right? The Sharks were the second highest scoring team in the NHL, and they're like second from the bottom now in goals per game, pretty much. I mean, I'm not sure if I'm right, but it's probably about there. .218 remaining, ladies and gentlemen. Can the Sharks bring it to 1? Carlson, Burns. Carlson, no, he shoots. Oh, nice save by Rene. Big rebound. Sharks retain possession here. Come on, boys. That puck deflects out of the zone. Under 2 minutes now. I mean, it's nice to see San Jose actually putting some shots on goal, though. Like I've said, I mean, it's sad to say this, but this is the best they've played in their first 4 games. That's going to get toward the empty net, and that's in. That's in right there. The empty net goal. Who was that? Was that that wasn't Al? That was Fabro. Okay. All right. Do I watch the NBA? I don't actually. When the Warriors were getting back into the playoffs, like around the Mark Jackson era, I did tune in, and I certainly enjoyed watching them win their first couple titles there. But yeah, I really don't. I haven't cared about the NBA very much in the last long while. I grew up a Seattle Sonics fan, so they haven't been around since I was in college. So yeah. Yeah, I know. I want a victory puppy celebration too. But at least there's therapy puppy. So therapy puppy, come here. Come here. Therapy puppy. Love you. Love you. Yeah, that's about as good as it's gonna get for me. Let's go 5-2. Yep. Enjoy the victory. Enjoy the sweet taste of victory. And a good victory too. I mean, the Preds have stayed disciplined in this game. Roman Josi just is off to a fantastic start. Your dog is 100 today in dog years. That's amazing. Congratulations. What a long, loving life for that four-legged friend. Congratulations. That's awesome. Oh, wait. No. Empty net goals. I'm not going to pour anything in the roach juice. The roach juice is going to stay the way it is. In September. Okay. Next live stream, do the face paint. No. Oh, man. I'll scare people away, man. I like the idea, but I don't know. Regular season game, like the way that we're playing. Come on, man. You know what? What'd be even funnier is if I did a live stream where I was watching the game and I put the face paint on and used my laptop camera as the mirror, essentially, and basically gradually freaked people out. That's cool. I mean, congrats on a long life for your dog, and hopefully he or she keeps going. Dogs are terrific animals for sure. I hope my dog can get there too. I think she will. She's pretty healthy. Yeah, maybe you're right. Or maybe I should just this might be a bad luck hat. Bad luck hat. There we go. Oh, sore loser. Oh, Nashville. You shouldn't have an NHL team any. No, I'm just messing around. Nice game, Preds. Really well played. Clean game. Did a great job forcing turnovers, and I think played much better in the neutral zone there than San Jose did. So congratulations. I would say hats off, but it's already off. And of course, hats off to all of you for joining me on this stream. It's been terrific hanging out with you. Oh yeah, it doesn't really make a difference. I'm actually wearing a t-shirt underneath that is a brewery from Nashville of all things. Every 52 days is another year for your dog. That's right. That is absolutely right. But yeah, I don't really know if anybody else had anything else to discuss on here. Not so much. Great first stream. Hey, you were around for the whole time, Snidja. So thanks for tuning in. It's been awesome interacting with all of you, and I hope that we can do this again soon. If you haven't already, hit the red subscribe button, of course. You can also follow me on Twitter and go into one of my video descriptions if you want my handle, but it's it's me. This. Oh, wait, here, I'll type a comment for anybody who wants to follow me on the Twizzlers. That's me. I'm also on Instagram at Twisted Wrist Hockey. I don't post on there too much, but Twitter's kind of nice in terms of getting a sense of what I'm going to put on the channel next. And yeah, hopefully I can stay in touch with you guys by not just putting out videos, but also doing another live stream in the near future. Next Saturday, or this coming Saturday, I should say, maybe. Thursday, Sharks are playing Chicago, and go to Nick S. Blackhawks. Go to his channel in the chat there, and check out his stream on Thursday. And go Sharks! And hopefully we have a good contest. It was a pretty good game tonight. Preds definitely took advantage of things there in the final period. And yeah, I think that's just about going to do it for now. I think that's about it. And yeah, thank you for the feedback, guys. Thank you for the support on this channel. It's been excellent interacting with you, and I hope that you enjoy the rest of your evening, get some good sleep, watch some highlights of your favorite teams. If I ate worms on the air, maybe gummy worms. Maybe I can put gummy worms in the roach juice. Twisted Family for life. Yeah, that's about it. Great stream. Thank you, everybody. All right, guys, I think that's gonna do it. Y'all have a good night, and I will talk to you again soon. It's been an absolute pleasure, and here's to many more. Cheers.